right. So good evening, guys. Good evening to all who are watching at the comforts of their homes. It's 8:58 before 9 o'clock. Of course, ano din natin yan mag-start tayo earlier tonight para marami tayong mapapag-usapan. And tonight will be a special night for everyone, no? Na talagang desktop ko pa yung nakita nyo, no? Nakakatawa lang. Okay, tawagin ko muna yung partner ko for for natin tonight. Jay. Ano natin yan?
Hello. Magandang gabi, bayan. Me again.
Alright, so again, it's special night. So bakit kaya? Nasabi ko ba sa Jay, ba't special ngayong gabi?
Dahil ba may special guest tayo? Yun ang isip ko eh.
isa rin yun, di ba? Hindi lang yun, pero pa isa. Okay.
Kasi may isang offering.
Para. Okay, okay.
May isang offering that will somehow complete the EA portfolio natin, di ba? Which is good.
Yeah, correct.
Especially for the community.
Correct. Yeah. So again, no, for tonight, so again, magiging expectation setting lang. Again, good evening for who are watching at the Financial 101 page. Good evening for watching on Wise Investors page. Shinare mo ba to sa inyo, Zfrix? Joke lang. Okay. Bale, naka-simultaneous live tayo ngayon sa Financial 101 page and also in Wise Investors PH. I was given a go signal with Sir Lloyd to also put it live, no? Yan. So, okay. So without further ado, pakilala natin ang ating special guest for tonight. And again, for tonight, we're gonna have a live backtesting for Valkyrie. We're gonna explain it and titingnan natin kung papasa pa to sa standards ng ating guest. And we're gonna launch the complete our portfolio when it comes to EA trading, the Izanagi later. So without further ado, let's welcome our special guest, napaka-special. Boss Z, hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Wow.
Yeah.
Narinig ba ako? Good evening.
Yes, narinig.
Right.
Ayan. So for those na di pa nakilala sa iyo, sir, give us a short background. Who is Boss Z natin, di ba?
All right. So I started trading I think 11 years ago already.
Wow. Grabe.
Kasi walang nobody.
But you're looking very young pa. So Z, honestly, no, I'm not kidding. Nice.
Yeah. So it started 11 years. Naghanap lang din ako kasi ng racket kung anong pwedeng mapagkakakitaan. I didn't want to be a burden to my parents, so I got into a lot of stuff, direct marketing, a job, call center, barista, networking, and all that stuff.
Really?
Until
networking?
Yeah, until I got into stock market. Kasi sabi ng parang 15 years back then, I was given an account by my brother, an investing account sa Call Financial. And then, ever since that time, ayun, parang naalala ko lang na, ay, may pera nga pala dito and there's money in the stock market, so why not try it out? And then, since that time, I tried to trade. And then, siguro, yung pinaka-chamba trade ko, which got me into trading was, yung 120,000 ko, kumita ng mga 26,000 in just 3 weeks. Sabi ko, wala akong ginawa. I just bought 2 stocks. I think it was SMC at saka PCOR. And then, lumipad siya. And I was just amazed na parang, this is real money. And I can withdraw it. Alam mo yun, kasi diba normally, yung natin, pinakatanong natin sa any kind of investment, na withdraw ba yan? Diba?
Correct.
Diba? So, ayan. And then, withdraw na ba yan? So, sabi ko, okay, mukhang gusto kong gawin itong trading, and the rest is history.
Yun. So 11 years, sabi nga ni Jane, hindi halata sa itsura mo. No?
Thank you.
And then, really, you're from Manila?
No, I'm from Mindanao. I'm from Marawi.
Mindanao. Yeah. Nice. You're based now in Secret.
I'm based here in Manila. Yeah,
okay.
Ever since we established the company, so we have to base here.
Yeah, ayos. So before we dyan, by the way guys, so kung yung kakapasok lang, no, we're simultaneously live at Financial 101 page, Wise Investors page, Asia. So kung tingin kayo wala si Sir Lloyd, may broadcast siya ng gaming doon sa kabila, kaya ako ang pinay-charge siya tonight. Okay, so going back, Boss Z. So tell us about your community, tell us about Zfrix in general in terms of trading, no? Para before we actually go. Yeah.
Sige, so we focus on, our company is ZFT or Zfrix Tribe. we focus on educating Filipinos on how to trade the stock market so that they can save time, money. Kasi we know, I mean, napagdaanan natin yan eh. We originally are from the retail industry, so hindi kami, mala institution, but we're just your average Filipino trying to find financial freedom. And so we teach fellow Filipinos how to do retail trading, how to find yung mga pasikot-sikot, yung mga tips and tricks, how to maneuver the market. And our specialty is really PSE, but we have diversified into lately crypto and also into the global markets. But lately it's into crypto na. So that's who we are. We train people. So depende, meron kaming free, meron kaming paid, up to you. Depende sa kung anong service yung hinahanap mo.
Yan. So very, very one of the established community, honestly. When I was starting also years back, no, I was also looking up to you, no, as a trader as well. Like established na eh. We're talking about ZFT, very, very established community. And the community is also very healthy inside as well, no? And
yes.
Really, sobrang healthy.
Actually, yan din talaga yung parang pinaka-advocacy namin because, when we started with the community, like how we did it, siguro years back, medyo toxic kasi yung community eh. I mean, even now, you go to communities and sabihin, let's say for example, may isang call. It's do your own research pa rin, di ba? Or trade at your own risk. But even if you put all your cap loss, even if you put your analysis, isang mali mo lang, and kulang na lang ipapako ka na sa cross, di ba? So yun talaga yung pagmumura lahat. So we want to create a clean community, and so ayan, if you get into ZFT or let's say whatever community it is, look for a community that's healthy, that's looking for growth, and that will enable you or help you be independent traders.
Yan. Okay, so may mga fans ka dito. Boss Z in the house. Magandang gabi, no?
Right.
Ayan, no.
Good evening.
Good evening. Sir, hi Sir Lloyd. Si Sir Lloyd wala sa. So si Sir Lloyd live nagka-cast ng isang mobile game. Ano bang mobile games? Ano ba yan? I forgot about it. All right, so why are we having you? Do you have any expectation, Boss Z, why we are having you for tonight?
Right. Yeah. So what I know is that we're going to be having a live backtesting. Is it live backtesting or forward testing ba tayo tonight? Susubok ba tayo?
Grabe, kung mag-forward testing tayo ngayon, no? Maabot tayo madaling araw.
Well, depende kung scalping bot yan, di pwede, di ba?
Kaya.
Yun, my expectation, we'll see. Kumbaga, I'm here, no biases. I'll try to be very objective as I can and see kung pwede to.
Just a background, we invited also one of your leaders, si Z Vince, no? Here
yes.
Also. So we did the same thing, live backtesting together with him. So, okay, so what we're gonna be at the process here, Sir Z, but before we go there, would like to ask lang, in terms of example, you will be given an option to do an automated trading robot. Ano yung hinahanap mo in general? That could actually yan.
Maganda yan kasi we're also into research of automated trading kasi we're always looking for ways to make money. So there's two things. Depende din sa risk appetite mo. There's the high risk trading, which means let's say if you put in a small amount of capital, let's say 50,000, you want that to let's say earn at least 20%. That's high risk already. There's also the low risk, which is, to me, okay na sa akin yung mga 2 to 5% in a month. To me, that's already low risk. Kasi, kumbaga, okay na yung ganyang return eh. If it's lower, baka hindi na siya worth it for me.
Yeah, so 2 to 5% a month.
2 to 5% for low risk, maliit lang na drawdown. But if I want to go high risk, that's 20% a month or more. If the bot can create something like that, then good.
Yeah. And also, do you have any idea, like, it can withstand, like, macroeconomic... Example, if it is Forex, it can withstand, like, mga economic news, no? Mga major economic news, like, like pandemic, no?
Right. So, sa akin, dapat, kaya niyang mag-adapt sa mga ganong klaseng, anong tawag nito? Cases.
Correct. All right. So, that's going to be our goal for tonight. We're gonna make you select a year from 2016 up to 2020. An example, 2006, sorry.
As old as
2006, as early as 2006. Jay here, by the way, is our tech guy when it comes to backtesting.
Yeah.
Now, what
More
we're gonna be, yeah, and also, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make you select, example, that year you have this amount of investment, ilalagay mo dito how much that would be. And then in terms of risk, okay, in terms of personal risk, how much would that be from 5% to 50%? Para accordance na yan ng risk settings that you would put to an EA or a trading strategy.
Sige,
So
sige.
example 2007, I'm gonna put like $2,000, then I'm gonna be turning off this investment if this goes lower than my risk, which is 25%, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Sige, sige. Bumukas ako ng chart para makakita ako ng mga volatile moments in history.
Yan gusto. Yan.
Sige.
Stress test tawag, no?
Sige.
Yeah, so while you're doing that, would like to comment lang on the chat box. Of course, yan, sana ma-discuss yung ibang tungkol sa hedging bot. Inaabangan talaga. Thank you. Maulang gabi. Yeah, hopefully you're good in Manila. Also, wherever you are. Magandang gabi sa lahat. Maayong gabi. Woot, GW, WIPH, and ZFT. Yeah, thank you for connecting. Kindly share this page. Kindly share this live, guys. So, para makita natin and regarding this live backtesting with you. Alright. You have an EA ready? Meron ka na? Wala pa?
Meron na akong date.
Yeah, meron na. Yun. Excited.
Sige,
Excited.
so game na ba tayo? Let's start with January 30, 2020.
January 30.
So the start,
Okay.
Start of the COVID lockdown in the Philippines.
All right.
Yeah, no, go
Until
Jay. So I will make Jay share that.
Let's go for let's say 1 year. Kasi
Okay.
if ever tayo, like my idea kasi of anong tawag nito? Automated trading is that I'd like to have something put into a bot tapos hindi ko na siya iisipin. Bale, my goal is really a set and forget. The reason why I'd like to have something like an automated bot to do the trading for me is because I'm already a trader. So, kung manual trades, kaya ko namang gawin yan. At saka, di ba, parang what's the point of doing of getting the help of a bot if magma-manual trade ka pa, di ba? So that's my that's how I perceive the service. So game, tayo? January 30, 2020, and then let's go for one year.
So you can see your screen? Okay.
Right, I can see the screen.
Okay, good.
And then
January?
Right, yeah, January 30, 2020. And then ano yung gusto mong like, can you give me yung mga kailangan ko pang i-input, like the risk? Tama po ba?
First, the initial deposit.
Initial deposit. So sige, I want to be very, let's say for example, lalagay tayo ng 500,000. Sorry, so that's going to be around, magkano ba?
$10,000.
10,000 USD.
$10,000.
Oh.
Yes. Kasi kumbaga...
Disclaimer, 1% lang yan ang pera ni Z.
Hindi, kasi usually
Kaya willing to risk ka dyan kasi 1% lang yan.
Pagka nag-invest kasi with the company,
okay.
Like,
correct.
Magay ka ng yung principle kasi is go big or go home.
Yun. Oh, tama. Correct. Ayos, go big or go home. Ayos. Alright,
next.
There you go.
Risk,
I'd like to have a drawdown of, sige, 20%. After 20%, if it hits that, stop na. Malaki-laki na rin yung 20%.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, sige, gawin na lang natin, 15 na lang tayo. Kasi, 15. Kasi
15.
gusto ko pabayaan lang siya eh.
Yep.
Kung gusto ko laro-laro lang, siguro 100,000 na lang or $2,000. But in this case, I want it to be a long-term investment. Yung tipong hindi ko siya iisipin, babalikan ko siya after a year and see if it performs better than, let's say, my mutual funds or my trading itself.
Yan, tama.
Okay.
So 15% risk.
10,000 USD.
10.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So let's start.
Yan. So yan, so while Jay is starting it load, no. So makikita mo diyan on the screen, it will actually trade, no, like it's supposed to do. forwardly, no? Kung ginawa lang natin dito, we actually bought a 99.9 tick data. So every 1 minute of GBP CAD ni-load dito and ito try to apply the EA performance. So makita mo dyan, magkakaroon yan ng graph as you go out. But while you're waiting, have you someone presented with you Valkyrie in general in terms of its idea and it's how it usually paano siya nagte-trade? Can I present it with you in the
Sa
5
akin,
minutes?
sige, go game lang. I mean,
Okay.
ano pa bang gagawin natin?
Yeah. correct. All right. That's why we called Valkyrie EA is because it's a hybrid scalper. Okay, it's highly adaptable in any market conditions because it can go with the trend or even counter trend. So that's why also this is set and forget because that fits your what you want for a bot. No, it wanted to help you. Okay, achieve whatever you want automatically because even on trading you can do that. No, bakit ka palilipat for that? No, and also it can have two modes. Okay, for those risk averse or risk conservative, pwede nilang gamitin lang mode 1. But if they wanted more profit and also kumbaga more trades na kino-conduct ng isang EA, meron siyang mode 2. And then the good thing about it, hindi niya tinitrade yung mga volatile conditions. It only trade in the less volatile hours. And here's the best part of being of what Valkyrie is. It auto compounds automatically as your account grow larger, it will also open larger position size or position exposure. And then good last but not the least, what's good about this, it does not want to take losses. Hindi niya gustong palakihin losses, it cut losses based on your risk setting. So that's what Valkyrie makes special. It's used to handle large fund in US, very long-term stable, controlled risk. You can have multiple settings and fully automated. And most importantly, when what we want to have, it actually makes money. So I would not explain mode 1 and mode 2, but the difference is mode 1 conservative, active is mode 2. It's like a battle gear ready to battle in there's a mode D. So here's the chart of the past 15 years for mode 1, very stable, very smooth ang itsura niya. And here's the chart of the past 15 years na nakikita mo nagka-cut loss siya si mode 2. So ganun yung ginagawa. May mga cut loss moments talaga siya. So, and also, in terms of risk profile, you can set it according to your capital, 5%, 10%. What does it mean? Kung magkaroon ng cut loss ito, titigil mag-trade si Valkyrie on your risk setting na nilalagay mo sa kanya. So what we did, while we're actually waiting for you, tingnan natin, Jay, can you check nasa na tayo ngayon on the, natin? Okay. Yan.
Diba? Screen?
Nasa ka na? 2,000?
Eto, makikita ba? Nasa March.
March pa. Okay. Oh, March pa lang siya.
March
so
pa,
while
March
Jay is still March. So from $10,000, how much na ang capital niya ngayon? Bumaba ba?
There was a dip, no?
Oh yeah, nagkaroon ng dip.
Oo. Kasi dito yun, March 9.
March din.
Yep.
Okay. Can you also check with me, Jay, anong meron? Can I ask also Z, anong meron nakita mo sa this year? Anong year? Ba't mo to napili, boss? Z.
Saan? Yung January 30? Kasi that was the start of the pandemic tapos everything was just falling.
Okay, all right. Okay, so good. So pandemic. Honestly, in terms of the backtesting, ito talaga yung pinaka-stress test ni Valkyrie. Ito talaga.
Yes.
Yeah. Papakita namin din sa'yo pandemic and also what happened also during this time as we go to the representation. Kung bakit siya very stress test for Valkyrie and that's why we're confident in the future. So let me go back. What we did is we tried to also backtest in the past 15 years, 5.5 years on mode 1 only with the $500 capital. From $500 capital, it turned to $12,000 in terms of profit with the rest of 50%. Okay, ginawa natin for mode 1 conservative. So, and also for pinasa natin capital, binaba natin yung risk, mas mababa kasi the more risk you actually set, the more trades or the more aggressive the bot will be. So kung titingnan mo, mas malaki talaga pag higher risk. But still, kahit 25% risk lang siya, from $1,000, in-increase lang natin, naging 3,954. And here's the mode 2 naman. We set 50% at 5.5 risk, 5.5 years. From $500, we put, since may auto-compounding siya, it made around $400,000 in profit. So here, and then also, ang ginawa din natin, 25% risk at a $1,000 after 5 years, it made around $28,000 profit. So kung titignan mo the maximum drawdown was around 30%. Hindi nga lang tinamaan pa. Yun, tinamaan, honestly. But the good thing about this, for mode 2, it recovers. Usually it recovers around 2 weeks to 3 weeks pag mataas na more than 25 in the past 5 years. So kasama dito in the past 5 years, 2020. Kasama dito, Jay, no, ang 2020? Yes, okay, kasama. Now, anong meron sa 2020 aside from pandemic, Boss Z? But ang nangyari sa pandemic, yung time na to was pandemic, okay? And also, since GBP siya, it trades the Europe. If you can remember, nagkaroon ng Brexit deal. Diba? Nagkaroon ng Brexit deal. And also, Jay, can you show the na EA? Yan. And also, nagkaroon din dito ng Canadian dollar which affects oil. So in just 1 year, talagang tatlong pressure ang tinamaan kay Valkyrie. So the question is Valkyrie gonna survive in that kind of condition? So since ito yung ginagawa natin backtesting, let's see. So Jay, can you give us a report?
Well, from the peak of nasa 12,000, yun yung peak, nag-drop siya. This is actually April. The peak here is April. And so it made cut losses here. That's the design of mode 2. And so nag-drop siya from 12 sa 11,000.
Okay. And so April, kung titingnan mo, yan yung time na nagkaroon ng pandemic was around March. Tapos oil crisis. O yung pagka-oil na bumagsak, nag-negative. Yun yung time na yan, no? So, tingnan natin kung magre-recover. So, yan, how fast yung nagiging, So far, Boss C, sa nakikita mo na hindi pa siya nag-negative to your portfolio. Let's see kung magne-negative ba ang portfolio. So far, before I proceed.
Right. Let's see.
Okay ba naman sa akin? Like, later, meron akong gustong itry. Pero sige. Ang sa akin lang is gusto ko makita like how it is after a year. Kasi with kung halimbawa kung steady naman siya, okay naman yung ganito eh. Kumbaga instead of putting your money in a bank na sleeping, edi why not like this, right?
Correct. Yeah. All right. So the question also is how about the live account? Is it profitable? While Jay is waiting for that, how about the live account, no? For mode 1, kung titingnan mo, this is the company account, no? Not yet updated kasi may July to. June pa to last we presented. But this is higher already. Mode 1 is already 73% with a risk of 25% to. 25% risk. So the drawdown currently is 12, but the gains already 73%. The conservative. And this is the monthly gain around 1 to 2% average per month for mode 1. For mode 2, it's already almost 500%. Honestly, 500% na to. Wala pang 1 year. So it started last year around August 11. Now it's having its debut. This are of course August din, but it's almost the account right now is almost 500%. Umabot to ng 500%, but nag-cut loss lang siya. Kaya bumalik ng around 479% siya for the company account. And remember, the risk here is only 25%. It could have been more kung tinaasan ng risk na to. So the good thing about it, sir, kung titingnan mo, live account, mode 1 and mode 2, in one account, anyone can also combine between mode 1 and mode 2, simultaneous nagte-trade sila. And that's what Valkyrie is so dynamic, because in one account you can put different modes because it have different strategies at the same time. So again, I'm so excited because umabot na siya ng 500%, wala pa siyang 1 year. Kung titingnan mo, nagiging gains niya, this is 2020. So 17%, 14%, Ito, nag-cut loss siya dito, kaya naging 1%, 6%, 3%. So pag may mga lean months, it's still making profit, but I haven't seen it negative for 1 month. Hindi ko pa nakakita ng account niya na natapos yung isang buwan na may negative. So far, and let me pull out also the 15 years of the testing. So, but before we go there, let's check the live backtesting of Jay. Yan. Jay, can you give us? Hello? Yeah, Jay. Okay, can you give us what's ano na? Nasaan na tayo? Yan. Pa-check natin kay Jay. Jay, you there?
Yes.
Ayan.
Here, bro.
Okay, so nasa na tayo ngayon? O, tingnan natin yun, nasa na? Papakita natin ng 15 years na data. So, saan ka na ngayon? Yan. 2020,
Right now,
January started.
June na to. June. So from start of June, we can expect here a decline in equity. As we all know, dito yung nag-start yung mga Brexit talks. It caused a lot of volatility for pound. At the same time, there's it's pandemic concerns, di ba? And so the oil concerns. Yes, kaya yung 2020 yung stress test. So it's interesting to check after 1 year, no? If papasaba kay Boss Z after 1 year.
Yeah, sobra creates a lot of volatility in terms of the GBP or pound nung time na to, which is this one. So imagine, dumaan siya ng pandemic, February, April, May, dumaan siya ng oil drop, which is affects the Canadian dollar. Then, right now, it's in June. It's in June now, it's banging the doors of the Brexit already. Di ba?
Right.
So, tingnan mo, sobrang choppy, no? So, may mga ganyan. Now, it's fully automated. Yan yung mga trades talaga niya. May mga cut-loss kasi since since it's an automated now. Now, let's zoom out before, Bozy, if you want to comment.
Yeah, ang iniisip ko lang kasi maganda naman to. Like, I like how it's going so far. Kasi syempre, hindi mo talaga maiwasan. Meron talaga mga times na may drawdown like this one. Ang iniisip ko later siguro, pwede ba nating i-test na 1 year pero nag-start tayo na drawdown month. So let's say June 8.
Okay.
That's
Pwede
for
ba yun?
later. That's for
Tapos
later
1
pag
year.
natapos na to. Tapos 1 year.
Alright.
Kasi gusto ko makita na parang drawdown siya tapos tingnan natin kung maka-recover, parang ganun. And then another question that I have is when you said this was the company fund, what company is this? Is this your company or is this like the company that's promoting this product?
Okay, so in terms of company fund, sa US kasi siya, it was developed by a company, hidden name, sabihin na lang natin, hidden name by the name of Jay then as well. Okay, so in US, they're paying, kasi hindi namin pwedeng sabihin, alam mo bakit? Kasi ganito siya, in US kasi, it's also affiliated with with a company that it sells it at $120 per month. If we're gonna say it and then we're gonna promote it, the reason why I got this one because I want them to also to open it in third world countries such as this to have an opportunity for us to invest in such good technology. Now, kung sasabihin ko sino to, baka yung saan sila fully connected, okay, masira yung deal nila do. Kasi parang nangyari dito, it was hidden under the name of Valkyrie. So in terms of company funds, to answer that, it's yun nga, company fund which is developed on that company.
Yes.
Okay. Yan. Alright, so na-answer ko ba yung question mo?
Right. Sige. So, I have another question. Would you have live accounts already na siguro spanning 6 months? Like, for example, with your real account or let's say within your community that's already using it, let's say for 3 months. Kasi I understand this is quite a new product. So, kasi kumbaga, I've also done some research about AI trading or yung mga machine learning yung pinaka concern ko lang is di ba merong mga sinasabi nila ang daming AI na bots, and siguro kasi we don't know the background of these people, baka mamaya marami palang accounts and then syempre, baka pwede yung isang account na yun, sinimulan nila sa a very good month, kaya biglang sumipa and then it had a good head start. Paano baka mamaya
Pwede.
merong ibang
Pwede.
accounts na sinimulan nila at a bad month tapos hindi nila pinakita yun.
Correct.
So syempre, if you're selling a product, you want to show the best results possible at the best, exactly the best time. Kasi nakita natin sa equity curve when we did this, di ba, dumiretso yung lipad niya. So hindi natin alam, what if it started at a bad month? What
Good,
then?
good.
Yeah. Okay,
Galing,
Jay.
galing.
So, ganda na analysis mo. So, currently, nasa na siya ngayon, Jay? Sabihin natin.
Right now,
Before,
nasa ano na siya? October.
October. So, the equity right now is how much?
11.
11,000. So, bossy.
11,000.
So, kung from 12,000 highest equity, the most stressful year, na ngayon, nasa $1,000 na lang yung profit niya on the certain pick. So, tingnan natin kung bumababa pa. Based on your memorization nito, Jay, since the time na sa backtest to, November,
Still
December,
profitable.
you should... Oh.
Still profitable. Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
okay.
ano din, very interesting yung suggestion din ni Bossy regarding starting sa June, which is decline yung equity, di ba?
Correct.
Tapos, let's see after 1 year kung naka-recover ba. That's actually very interesting.
Pero meron
to
na
find.
tayong 2020 na data, no?
Yung gusto ni
2021.
Bossy kasi is June nag-start. June 2020 hanggang June 2021.
Meron na tayong
1
June
year talaga.
2021.
Meron.
Meron na ba tayo? Ayun, meron na tayo. So
Meron.
at least very fresh data since last month.
Yes.
Okay, so tingnan natin. Alright, so sige. Bossy, let me share with you our company account. Can I share it with you also with our audience?
Yes, that would be great.
Okay. So first, I have different
March.
accounts kasi... Oh, sorry. Jay, you want to
Sa
say
March
something?
di ba? Bro? March, correct? Started ng March?
Yung sa akin? Yung sa akin?
Yeah.
Okay.
March yun.
Yeah.
April.
Okay,
Check ko
so
lang.
let me share with you. Ginawa ko kasi, Bossy, just to give you a background. Okay, I wanted to gain confidence. Okay, all our funds, lagay muna kay Valkyrie para makita that is also safe for bigger funds. So what we did, check muna natin. Sige nga, magpe-perform ba siya sa mga brokers wherein mataas ang spread? Kasi nga scalper bot siya eh. Kung mataas ang spread, mahirap siyang umexit, no?
Right.
So, yun yung isang ano dyan. No? Ginawa natin, naglagay tayo ng $4,000 with mode 1 only. Okay, mode 1 only noong June 13 kay XM. So, kung titingnan mo, meron siyang drawdown. Nag-drawdown na siya kasi nag-cut loss, nag-drawdown to isa eh. Isang beses,
Yeah, walang
nag-drawdown
cut
ng 18%.
Drawdown lang.
Oh, sorry, walang cut loss but drawdown. But it was set at 50% risk. So, meaning I'm willing to lose $2,000 here. So far, up to date, may drawdown siya, but I'm still gaining around 2% in terms of capital.
Mode 1.
Now,
yeah.
mode 1 only. Now, how about mode 1 and mode 2 on a lower risk on a different broker? So, maganda yung different broker right now. Sabi mo nga, mas maganda mag-start siya na pangit yung month. And nataon dito, Sir Z, na tinamaan kami ng drawdown 2 beses this month. Okay, this month 2 beses siya nag-cut loss. And then I didn't really made a manual intervention here. So what we did here, we set the risk at 30% on mode 1 and then mode 2 at 15% risks. So but the capital is around 5,400. So it's a bit huge. Kung titingnan mo, nag-cut loss talaga siya and then talagang bumagsak. Eh, right now, 2 beses siya nag-cut loss dito, but kung titingnan mo, it's starting to recover. Okay, so this is June 24. Now, I mean at the talks of Valkyrie around April pa to set in the Philippines. So what we did, I also put a $1,000 account since I'm testing it from US pa na I'm paying $120 per month, no? So naglagay ako ng $1,000 at 50% risk nung April. Also, yan, tingnan mo. So ngayon, ito, kita mo, April 20, nag-start siya. Okay, it was gaining $1,000. Ang ginawa ko, dagdagan ko nga ng kapital. Di ba? Dagdagan ko kapital. So, nataon, kung kailan ako nagdagdag ng kapital, doon pa siya nag-cut loss ng 2 beses. Okay, doon pa siya nag-cut loss ng 2 beses. Wala akong magawa. Kung titignan mo, lahat ng gains ko nitong pumasok na to, this is around $188, $1,000. So, kung titignan mo in terms of its growth, this is around 14% gain. from not really 14%, but let me just walk you through here. So $1,000, no, di pinabayaan ko lang siya. It is giving me around 4% of 2%, 5%, 4%. Nilagyan ko ng doubling capital, naglagay ako ng times 2, $2,000, 1,000. Nilagyan ko, okay, sige, I'll be greedy. I'll put $3,000. Okay, same risk. So what the bot will open, it's automatically, it will expose more. It will expose more, ang tama dyan? It's expose more lot size. Exposure, oo. Nataon, kung doon ako sa day na naglagay na yon, bumagsak na 2 beses.
Yeah,
But the good thing about it, I'm psychologically, I trusted the bot because of its backtesting data in the past 15 years. It happens nagka-cut loss. But the question is it recovering? Okay? Uubusin ba yung account ko? No? But good thing about it is starting to recover and almost I'm up na by 3% kung titingnan mo in general. Okay? But in terms of dollars, since kinain niya yung gains na kinita ko ng buwan na yon, it's still recovering in terms of gain. But in terms of its percentage in gain, it's 3% if we compute from this one to that one. So that's my currently Valkyrie story, no? And also I think with Vince din as well, with your leader, no? Nataon pa dito July 5. Fuck. As in like everyone around the world who's using Valkyrie also had the same experience what to do. Yeah, no, that's me. But yet I cannot still say because the company account is already that huge amount in terms of gains. But right now I'm started also with the drawdown. So the question is here, this is still zoom out, but this is long term. So that's why I cannot still judge. Maybe I can judge Valkyrie after a year or so. So the question is, sobrang bumabagsak ba yung account ko? Na, kung titingnan mo, 50% risk yan, but the drawdown is 18% so far. Yan. Oh, yan. So, yan, so far. Okay. How do you feel about it?
So far, okay naman kung ganyan kalaki. I mean, even if you have a drawdown na ganyan kalaki, tapos mababawi mo naman siya, let's say by the end of the month, I think that's not going to be such a big problem. Pero ayun nga, like these things, they happen talaga. It's better to have a more realistic approach kasi normally what we only see is, let's say 10 years of backtesting data or 5 years or 2 years, and we're already computing the figures in our minds and think na after a year dapat ganyan din yung kita ko. So correct. That's something that kailangan ma-curb with us as human beings. We're innately greedy. So
honestly,
kailangan makita natin yung hard figures.
Correct. Totoo. So that would also answer regarding the monthly gains. That's why when I saw this 15 years na data, may mga red months talaga siya. But the question is, oh yes.
Sorry to interrupt you kasi natapos na yung
Okay, go.
Echo ba ako?
Check it. Sige. Tingnan natin.
Kasi natapos na eh. So basically, Boss Z, after ito yung graph. So started January 30 and we ended at January 29, 2021. Okay, so this is the graph of the equity. Now if you look at the report, we set it at 15%, right? And so nahit yung selected risk, which is 15%. So the maximum drawdown umabot siya 18%. So that's the reason why we kept saying kanina na 2020 is actually the stress test for Valkyrie. Now, at the end of the 1 year, your 10,000 somehow ended with a gain, 1-2, so roughly 12%. 12% after 1 year, after a very harsh year. And so, ito yung resulta for 1 year. Now, actually, nag-interrupt ako kanina kasi I want also to check yung suggestion mo kanina. We can start at June 2020 and we end at June 2021. And para we will start at a declining equity and let's see if kaya bang i-recover niya ni Valkyrie.
Sige.
Alright.
Yan. Ang ganda ng mga suggestion na yan, no? Pinag-isipan talaga. Lupit. Sige, set
bro.
mo.
You can
Yeah.
So worst case scenario planner ako eh.
Oh, yan. Galing.
Mas maganda.
Mas
So
maganda
let's
para
do
kami
June.
rin, we haven't actually tried to set it like this eh. So let's check that out. All right.
Okay.
So now
Pwede ba nating palitan yung pwede ba nating palitan yung figures? It's the same kind of
Sure.
market, but let's say for example, I would like to be like pumasok ako, I heard about this product, I'm sold out. I want to
Alright.
risk 50%.
Okay,
Yun.
sure. 10,000 pa din.
10,000 pa rin.
Alright.
Tapos 50% yung risk natin.
Yes.
tapos same year na
Yes.
ano.
Same year, but doon na tayo sa June magsimula. June 8.
June 8,
Ayan.
okay. So 50% risk yan. Okay,
Yes.
so June 8. Let's go, June 8. Alright. Let's end with June 8, 2021.
June 2021. Oh, galing
Yep,
yung
that's it.
fresh data. Ayos. Ayan.
Okay,
Okay.
go.
So
Proceed with
start.
your presentation muna, bro. Let's start.
Yan,
One
yan, or-
for the result.
Okay, so kung titingnan mo dito, boss Z, when it comes to really having a proper mindset in terms of its investor, kasi honestly, kung not as mature as we are in terms of trading, they could easily panic eh. Especially if they started on the wrong foot or nataon na nag-cut loss on their first month. Di ba? Would you agree? So may mga ganong time eh. But if you try to zoom it out on the backtesting niya and then how it survive each year, okay, may mga pula talaga siyang months. And then it still end up, no? Pinakamalit kanya was 2013. And it's just actually 3% gain. So in terms of that 1 year, but kung titingnan mo yung mga years niya, it's still really consistent making profit. So currently, based on last data, nasa 16% gain siya this year kasi nag-cut loss nga nung April. So kung titingnan mo, may cut loss sila ng April, ako wala nung April. Nag-cut loss supposedly ako nung July, pero nung April hindi ako nag-cut loss eh, yung iba. So may mga ganong conditions na hindi natin alam, maybe it's a broker thing kasi different broker have different ano din. All right. So in terms of also its statistics, in terms of the past 15 years, it really made around $114. 114%. Its total profit. 114,000% in terms of profit. When it comes around auto compounding. And in terms of its drawdown in the past 15 years, set by 25%, it just a drawdown of 20% lang ang drawdown niya. So may mga conditions then maybe can vary on real accounts, but based on backtesting, hindi niya na-hit. So titingnan natin ngayon kung ano nang mangyayari on the backtesting noon from June to June currently. So where are you, Jay?
Hello, bro. Clear ba?
Yes.
Yeah, nasa ano pa tayo eh. June 18 pa. Malayo-layo pa to.
Kamusta ang equity? Bumagsak na agad.
Bumagsak na siya, yeah. As expected. So,
Oo.
from 10,000, no?
Oo.
8,800.
So nag-down ng 8.8. So may mga ganyang may mga ganyang conditions, sir.
50% risk, by the
example
way. 50% risk.
Oh, 50%
Yes,
risk
yes.
pa. Oh, so may mga ganyang conditions, sir Z. Ano yung mga mafe-feel mo na ganyan? Mga uy, bad foot forward. So, psychologically.
Actually, pag ganyan talaga, parang, syempre, first impression talaga matters eh. So, kind of like if you're starting into the stock market, tapos puro ka talo, baka sabihin mo, magiging part ka ng 90% na nagsasabi scam yung stock market, di ba? So,
Okay.
yan yung pwedeng magiging reaction. Like, for example, if you started at a bad year. So, what I'm thinking is that, what if, for example, you started at a bad year, there could be cases wherein you set up 10 or 12 accounts, tapos lahat yun, instead of 10,000 in one go, just put every month, at the start of the month, 1,000. Para if ever there's a bad month, you would be able to parang ma-spare yung account na yun. And if ever kasi ma-spare yung account na yun, di ba, parang for example, there are times na if it starts good, then tuloy-tuloy na yun eh. Right. Pero if you start bad, ang pwede mangyari, tuloy-tuloy pabagsak. So there's also that scenario. Kasi we had that kind of parang kumbaga we tried a bot in index trading naman. We started bad and tuloy-tuloy yung bagsak niya. So yun yung mga cases that we want to simulate. And so yun nga yung parang isang strategy na nakikita ko. For example, if there are drawdown, pwede siguro ganun yung strategy. So for 1 year, every month maghulog ka ng let's say 50,000 and see how it's gonna average out in terms of, let's say, after a year, ganun. Pero I'm not sure kung kaya bang gawin yun, pero kung hindi, okay lang din. Parang pwede mangyari is i-average mo na lang yun.
Yeah, correct. So, kapag lalagyan mo na lang siya every month.
Oo, hulugan.
Oo.
Kasi kung nakachamba ka nung isang magandang month talaga, then pwede nga mangyari nun, tuloy-tuloy yung account mo.
Yeah, pwede, no? Correct. So, that's a good
Maganda yun,
strategy.
Oo,
Paano mo
magandang
siya,
yun yun.
paano mo siya na-strategize? Paano mo na-formulate yung ganun? Based on experience, based on
backtesting. Kasi, for example, napapansin niyo yung mga bots. I'm not sure kasi kung narinig ko lang or may nag-explain din sa akin when we were trying to formulate our own bot as well. Ang sinabi niya is, these bots are based on years of backtesting. So makikita mo that normally itong mga backtested data, sobrang ganda niya sa inception. Kasi yung formula siguro na nagawa is from that data. But if you notice on the later years, yung rise niya is hindi ganun ka sharp, paakyat. It's because hindi na siya nakaka-adapt. So, yun yung parang pag-explain sa akin. I'm not sure if that's something na holds true. Pero based on how we see yung mga previous bots, ganun talaga eh. Parang sharp siya on the, kumbaga, inception years of when the bot was created. Pero sa mga later years, hindi siya nakaka-adapt. Or yung curve is paakyat pa rin naman. Maganda naman yung curve niya. Pero it's not like when it started talaga doon sa inception year. Mas sobrang solid talaga yun. Kasi all the formula is based from that eh.
Based on those
Kumbaga
historical
parang
data.
sinasabi natin hindsight is 2020. So yung hindsight formula is nandun. Kaya bias siya.
Yeah, correct. Okay, so tingnan to ha. Honestly, kung titingnan mo in terms of forward testing sa kasi ganito usually, sabihin natin, pwede siyang may saturation eh. Okay? Kasi example, pare-pareho tayo ng buy area o pare-pareho tayo ng position. Tapos sobrang dami natin. Para tayo nagiging market mover eh. Kung pare-pareho tayong ginagamit. So most likely, the institutions can really, read this one eh, nababasa nila. Ngayon, kung hindi ka dynamic yung robot mo to adapt certain condition, Diyan na kina-counter ng institution where the really money is, na talaga may pera. Kaya possible minsan pag nakikita na 'yon, talagang kina-counter na nila for you to have a stop loss kasi mariread nila yan based on algorithm as well.
Yes.
So, 'di ba? Sige, go.
May nalala ko kasi din, meron din like I got to talk to another AI developer. Iba naman siya. Yung bot niya is able to read or understand fundamentals. So world news kaya niyang i-adapt based on keyword search, and then from there may technical basis din, and then yun yung magiging kumbaga reason for the bot to enter and exit. So I think may ganong case na halimbawa it's like AI wars, diba, or bot wars. Kasi mamaya nagkakainan tayo eh. It's still the same thing eh. It's just bots fighting against each other, institutions. Isipin mo yung mga flash crash bots din yan usually eh. Na parang either, I don't know, biglang may error lang or bug or something, and then wiped out lahat ng funds mo, di ba? Like, pinaghirapan mong 5 years, biglang gone in just 1 day, di ba? Or 1 hour.
Correct.
Tapos biglang bumalik lang. So, di ba?
Totoo.
May mga ganun kami experience honestly kayo na. Yung sa aming recent na cut loss, kung saan yung namin, yung cut loss namin, pag cut loss biglang ibinalik kung saan yung position. May mga ganung nakakainis, hindi mo alam kung talagang sinadya o hindi. But definitely totoo yung mga ganung moments. But the question is how now the bot or the developer can counteract to that or how to prevent that in the near future. So, for me, initially on the talks, okay, kung titingnan mo din, I have 3 accounts eh. There are times my first account enter a buy, and then my second account enter a sell. So dun pa lang, medyo na crazy na ako. Sabi ko, how does this bot does that? My other account enters a buy, my other account enters a sell. But it profits at the end of the trade, it still profited. So that's something na, and then second, si makikita mo hindi lumalabas kagad yung kasi makikita mo yun sa MT4 eh. Hindi lumalabas yung line niya where it's make a stop loss. Hindi niya ini-enter sa yung stop loss. So kung titingnan mo, nag-enter siya ng different accounts at different entries plus walang stop loss. So in terms of my future imagination, how can you counteract that kind of strategy where hindi na pupunta sa system yung cut loss? It made different accounts made different position based on the broker. So how can you counteract that on if you're an institution? You have anything to add sa mga ganyang insight, Jay, in terms of future optimization?
Well, with regards to how Valkyrie works din kasi, I think it was already explained during previous lives natin, no? Na some of the users, iba-iba yung position, depending sa modes, no? Mode 1, mode 2. There are some iba-iba yung position because of different brokers, IC market, bull markets, diba? And so that was actually raised. That question was actually raised sa mga devs, no? And so what they explained to that is, since Valkyrie is able to open position, varied position actually, hindi like isa lang for all, it would somehow prevent saturation in the future kung dadami yung mga users. So somehow it would protect the strategy of Valkyrie because of that scenario. And so far for the past months, diba? Especially for different brokers, may iba na cut loss, yung iba hindi, may iba na exit, may iba hindi. So varied siya somewhat ganun. So for me, just an opinion lang din, it protects the strategy of Valkyrie in the long run.
Correct yan. Lalo na may mga iba din kasi na yun, pare-pareho lang buy position. Okay, so let's check.
Also,
tapos na ba yung 1 year mo?
Also to add siguro, bro, isa sa palaging na-mention din ng mga devs is regarding ang tawag dito, price feeds. So different brokers, different price feeds. So isa yun sa mga chine-check ni Valkyrie for a position. So hindi lang siya like oversold na ba to, overbought na ba to, not just technicals, no. So meron siyang chine-check na information from the broker itself, sourced from the broker. Kaya minsan sell yung isa, yung iba nakabuy. It's because the information comes from the broker itself, not just simple indicators.
Yeah, okay. So meron din siyang price feeds na in terms of like yung buy and sell in a broker.
Yeah, isa yun sa mga chine-check.
Okay, good. All right, so let's check. Nasa na tayo? Are we still on the drawdown?
Yes,
Ayan.
kasi nasa na pa tayo eh. Nasa November pa tayo. So hanggang December, we can expect this.
So coming from a 50% risk, how much na yung capital ni Sir Z?
Nag-bottom 5.7.
Oh, sir. Yan. Bumagsak ng almost 40% na ang capital, no?
40%, yes.
So check natin kung mag-e-end in terms of that pinaka-rough na year. Yan.
Right.
Yan.
Interesting.
Ayos.
Let's see.
First time natin to na Jay, no?
Oh, June, yes. First time.
First time. Tapos doon pa talaga nilagay sa pinaka-core. Sa siya bumagsak.
Correct.
Ayos din si Sir Z mag-isip eh.
Lodi.
Okay, additional thoughts, Sir Z. Yeah.
I think it comes with experience din eh.
Yeah. Correct.
Parang kumbaga, when it comes to stress test, ayun eh, parang you really have to consider all scenarios. Not just one good scenario that, let's say, for example, the company is selling you. So, for example, baka mamaya ipapakita nila is really when you started good and tuloy-tuloy na siya. So, yun talaga walang problema yun eh. But what if you started bad, diba? So, we have to set also expectations from ourselves. Siyempre ako, I got into this position as a high-risk trader and with, diba, parang, I'm gonna earn 400%, hindi pa nagwa 1 year, diba? So, yun yung kailangan nating i-consider. Like, for example, when it comes to these kinds of products. High-risk trader ako, so dapat in-accept ko rin na pwede akong malose. Pwede akong mag-lose ng 50% of my capital. So, yun yung pinasok ko eh. So, I think best talaga whenever we get into, let's say, AI, we always have to understand that there are risks involved. Hindi Hindi talaga yung
Always.
parang na dahil merong, let's say, may magandang backtested data, it's always gonna be like that. If you started a bad year, most likely tuloy-tuloy bad year yan. So, but if you started good, then most likely magiging good din yung ano mo.
Kasi yung gains mo, yun na lang kumakain sa losses mo.
Yes.
Something like
Pero
that, no?
it's also because of the mode or the risk that I wanted, di ba?
Correct.
Ayan. Yung pinaka-premise kasi natin, syempre, is malaking kita. So, kailangan natin i-consider yun.
Correct. No, what if naman, ito nga, at this scenario, what if you started with really kumbaga the epicenter of the problem? Okay. Kaya natin kung psychologically, honestly, kung psychologically, ako to, I would say, this is not
Stop
working
na.
anymore.
Right.
Kung ako to, like, this is not
Sorry.
working. This is, Jay,
Sorry.
go ahead. This is not working
Sorry.
anymore. I've already lost like 43%, no, of my portfolio, no? So ako yan ha. But then again, ang iisipin ko pa dito, going back to my slide, there's a huge difference in terms of psychology. Of the difference that this is your risk, but this is what you think you can risk. So dapat may alignment sila no?
Yes.
May alignment sila na ito yung risk na tinake mo, dapat panindigan mo kasi yan yung risk profile mo
Correct.
Hindi dahil
True.
50 risk ka kasi tinitingnan mo lang yung gains.
Yeah.
Diba? So dapat ready ka all the time, no? And at the same time, look at it also on a bigger perspective. So if you're gonna say 50% risk, pag tumapak yan from your 500,000, 250, withdraw ka na. But hindi pa yan, huwag ka magpapanik. No? Huwag
I
ka
think
magpapanik, my friend.
ang pwede talaga nating isipin, like how we get into these things is, we need to get into the mindset na yes, it's automated trading, but behind every robot, there's always that creator or the developer or the programmer or the technician that's behind the bot. So, yung pinaka magiging tanong talaga natin, may magandang tanong dito si Alfred Solano Like, ano ba yung plans ng devs to maintain and upgrade Valkyrie? Because that's the most important thing What might be working 10 years ago might not be working now. So
Correct.
that is something that we can't say it's the machine. The machine is just there to accept, kumbaga, the orders from its creator or the programmer. So yung pinakatanong natin is anong gagawin ng developer, right? So baka mamaya sobrang relax this is me just speculating, this programmer might have a good 5-year run, naging relax siya, and then hindi niya napansin that the other developers or other programmers of FX are already developing an or a better Forex bot. Tapos ang daming institutions yung gumagamit nun. So, ibig sabihin that money that's flowing to that bot, pwedeng bumangga dun sa strategy na bot na ginagamit natin. So, it's really a matter of who gets to adapt first. Kasi ganun talaga yan Kumbaga, hindi naman yan magpapatalo yung mga tao. People are always wanting to change and wanting to get something more, something better. And so if the developers are going to be, let's say, relaxed for a certain years, okay lang siguro sa mga nauna. Kasi developers usually on the first 2 years, 3 years, they're gonna work hard, they're gonna get the best people kasi lots of millions of dollars are gonna pour in But let's say, for example, you have a losing year, pwedeng sabihin yan wala, maganda naman yung track record namin diba? But we can always say that past, di ba, laging sinasabi past performance is not indicative of future results. So okay for those na nakasabay niya, hindi okay para sa mga nauna. Like for example, itong nangyari sa atin recently, di ba? Di ba dati pinakita natin is yung 50% ba yun with $500 naging magkano?
400,000.
400,000, di ba? Ngayon 50% ubos na yung capital mo. So how is that going to affect the people or the people who are investing na kakapasok pa lang, di ba?
Yeah, ganda. Honestly, ito, before Jay can anything to add. Una sa lahat, in terms of personal question who actually made this one, we will have a personal encounter with him. Maybe we can invite you as well this coming September also. So nakaplan na siya na you can ask future plans what are September. Yeah, definitely. Okay, but in an avatar of Valkyrie, hindi niya pwede ipakita yung mukha niya. Bawal. Masusu siya sa US. Okay. Okay. Second, Okay. Initial talks with me with the developer himself regarding this question. This is a very good question. What are the initial plans? No. The good thing about it is they're always having us insight and reviewing the trades each week. That's one. Second,
Correct.
they're adjusting it. They're adjusting it based on the market conditions. So ina-adjust nila what and last but not the least, since this is proof in terms of risk management, they give us no forecast when to turn it off para hindi magtuloy-tuloy ng trade, mag-draw down yung account mo. But again, yung company account nila purely open yan para they can adjust whatever is adjusting in terms of in terms of ano nila yung current strategy. So sabi nga nila no, you will not adjust into something if there's no need to adjust into something if it's working, right?
Yes.
So makikita natin ang mga adjustment niyan if there's really something wrong already. So
Correct.
right now it's still doing good but they're reviewing it every week. So that's a personal question we need to ask personally with the developer. Can we invite you with him?
Galing yan.
Pag
September.
nandiyan na siya. Para may
Go,
mga
go, go.
critical question ka eh. Baka maganda sagot mo dyan. Pahirapan natin siya, no?
Sige, try natin. Pero sa
kasi
akin, ang akin, like, if ever may product, like product launch, I want na sumabay kung kailan sila papasok. Let's say, for example, papasok siya this month or next month. Gagawa sila ng bagong account. They're gonna put millions of dollars.
No.
Doon ako papasok with that kind of timing. Kasi syempre, it's like them showing na, you know what, maglalagay kami ng pera, ganito laki. So sabayan mo na. Kasi for sure, hindi sila, it's their reputation at stake eh. So they're gonna
Correct.
do whatever they can to make sure that it's going to be a success.
Parang networking talaga, no? Dapat tutok ka.
So dapat kung hindi yung parang, let's say for example, they're gonna create more opening, dapat sabay ako dun sa account mo. So parang ako nagka-copy ako ng trade pero hindi dun sa yung train na parang tumakbo na. Gusto ko yung kakasimula pa lang.
Correct. Honestly, here's the good thing about it. Also, okay, this coming November, December, they're gonna launch a new product also. Oh, yan. Nampangan din nyo rin yan, guys. Yan. And opportunity, boss, na yung lagyan mo pa ng dagdag mo na zero, yung 500,000, gawin mo 50 million dun sa bagong product. Okay, pero that's a good insight. Yeah, we're gonna take note of that again. So, Jay, where are we?
We're done. All right.
Okay. So,
Alright,
tingnan natin ang report.
Started
Year.
at June, 10,000.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
It
so
bottomed-
before you give report, so Boss G, ang ginawa natin dito is we wanted to pinpoint saan ang epicenter ng problem which is started at June 8, GBP. Ang tama dyan? Brexit talks. Tapos nirun natin from
And then
June 8 up to the current date of June 8. So let's see on the first here kung it did recover or a slightly behind siya or it full recover from that epicenter. So go ahead, Jay.
All right, so we started June, no? And then started at 10. It bottomed, 5.5, no? Nung December.
45%.
Yes, December. So, after nung December, they already had the vote kasi with the Brexit, diba? Nung December. It significantly dropped the volatility cost by pound. Tapos, during that time, diba, may mga vaccine, progress, improvement. So, may mga vaccination programs na slightly. Parang somehow, nagsisettle yung from the pandemic nung March. So, as you can see, it recovered really, really well. Let's see the report. Yep, so it managed to have a total net profit of 11% after 1 year.
Wow, so hindi siya nag-negative.
Sayang,
First time
hindi
natin to, Jay, no?
Tiwala lang.
Tiwala lang. Pero grabe, no? First time natin to. Medyo ako kanina, medyo na-question din ako dun sa ganun, no? So it still managed to still end the gain.
Yes.
Okay, so tingnan natin ang drawdown.
47, 49. konting-konti na lang.
konti-konti na lang. Magsasabi na si Boss T, this is not working, withdraw ko na to. 3,000 pesos na lang yun.
Right.
Alright, so honestly, this is the part wherein we wanted to put your critic regarding your request. Okay, so...
Right. So, for me, like, I think this is a very realistic, kumbaga, how do we say, a more realistic approach of how we want to see trading bots. That it's not always rosy. Kasi baka mamaya ang iniisip natin is monthly, magwi-withdraw na lang tayo, di ba? So, you have to make sure that you have the right mindset in getting into this kind of investment. Kasi syempre, with any kind of service, there's always that risk. And sinabi ko naman nung simula, di ba? Sige, let's do 1 year and then 50% drawdown. Ang pinaka magiging tanong na lang dyan is, for those of you who are listening, during the times that umabot na ng 30, 40%, or let's say 45%, sobrang lapit na, masisikmura mo ba yan? And this is months, okay? This is not just a day or 3 or it's months. So, can you stomach that kind of loss in your portfolio, right? We have included here the worst case scenario, which means siguro wala nang mas lalala pa dyan. Siguro kung ginawa natin 50% tapos 40% yung cut loss, di ba? Wala na talaga. GG talaga tayo dun, di ba? But I guess that's one thing that everybody has to consider. Are you willing to put in and willing to make sure na the trading bot will pan out after a year? Kasi ganun yung mindset ko eh. If ever I get into in any kind of investment, parang 6 months ba yan? I mean, if I'm gonna do it myself, malamang napapakat na ako ng early, di ba? Pero yun yung tanong mo talaga eh. Parang kumbaga, this is something that's not in your control. Right? I mean, as human beings, ang talagang pinakagawin natin, as traders as well, you accept the risk and worry about the things, kumbaga, not really worry. Don't worry about the things that you cannot control. So here, nag-set na tayo ng parameters, 50%. So after 50% out, that's already part of your, parang agreement to yourself. It's not agreement to whoever service provider it is. It's agreement to yourself. Kaya kong isakmura to, di ba? At the end of the year, I only gained, 10%? So 10%. Siguro, in my mind, if this is my first time, let's say, encountering trading bots, baka hindi na ako uulit. Kasi sabihin ko na parang, ay, shit, di ba? Like, 6 months ako nagdusa, and then after 6 months, saka na siya kumita. Doon na lang sana ako nag-trade nung maganda. Pero, who knows, di ba? Hindsight is 2020. But what happened afterwards, siguro yan yung pinaka-kailangan natin i-consider. Kasi we don't know what the future holds. Like, 1 year, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. Really, what we have to always think is parang, is this for you? Kumbaga, kinuha na natin yung worst case scenario. Kumbaga,
yes.
Hindi natin alam kung, if the world is gonna get better or not, or if the economics is gonna get better or not, but that's something that you have to consider, right?
Correct. Yeah. So yeah, na very very good very very good wisdom. To dapat pang recording yung mga ganon, no? Ayan. Eto Jay, may question sa'yo dito. Oh, yan, about may Axie. I-connect kay Valkyrie. Galing ni Ma'am Lou. Okay, Jay, answer that one. Anong ready ni Valkyrie bigla ang pagdami ng invest?
Kasi hindi na kinakaya ko. Is there possibility yung
yan. You want me to answer it?
Nag-invest. I believe na-explain ko kanina, no, regarding how varied the position of Valkyrie would be. Kasi hindi lang siya simple indicator and the buy, sell, oversold, overbought. I also look at price feeds from the source of the brokers mismo, so not just the price action. So so far dumadami yung users from US. So far, looking at the forward testing data, live accounts, it's still doing well naman. Yeah,
definitely. Still doing well. So again, may different position opens kasi siya. So hindi in terms of ingest tawag dyan, hindi kinain ng server. Walang problema sa server kasi may isang account 5 lang yung 5 lang yung nakalagay. Isang server 5 account lang nakalagay. So in terms of hindi kakakayanin sa server. Sa possibility na kakayanin niya ating sa strategy.
Yung siguro yung gusto ko i-clarify sa question niya is ano ibig sabihin niya sa server, like VPS server or server from the brokers? Kasi hindi yun ano.
Correct. All right. So with that, here's a question now. What from this presentation, from the good year to bad year? Okay, how do you now rate, from 1 to 10, Sir Z?
Max.
Well, sa akin ang masasabi ko, sa akin talaga yung magpo-fall eh. Mali yung decision ko na naglagay ako ng malaking amount doon sa, let's say, sobrang naging greedy ko, tas 50%. I think it would have been very beneficial if what I did is every month, naglagulog ako ng 1,000 every start of the month. That would have might become a more favorable outcome if ganun yung ginawa ko kaysa sa isang hulugan tapos sa timingan tayo na sobrang bad ng market.
Actually, gusto yun, Sir Z. Thank you for sharing that, honestly.
Bago yun. Ang galing.
Yeah. Kasi, kumbaga, this is what, we're talking about risk management. Kasi lahat tayo sabik na maglagay ng pera sa kung anumang venture yan, di ba? Especially pag pinakitaan tayo na, uy, ganito kalaking gains. But of course, there's always that risk management in any case. So I think this is one way to offset yung mga malalaking losses and yung natsachamba tayo sa ano. So parang ano lang siya, dollar cost of average, di ba? I mean, in crypto, ganun yung ginagawa. Like right now, sobrang init ng crypto, right? May nagtanong din about Axie, di ba? Axie, like, bakit hindi ka na lang maglaro ng Axie? Wala ka pang, like, sure, nakikita ka pa dyan, di ba?
Okay.
Yeah, and so those are the things that you have to consider. And I think it's best, ako, ang suggestion ko lang for people who are planning to invest is really diversify. I mean, don't let this just be your sole, kumbaga, ito yung lucky ticket mo to millions. Correct. Don't let this be that only one. You need to have other sources of income or other investments as well. Kasi hindi mo alam eh. You never know, baka mamaya yung isang investment mo, let's say in crypto, gives you, let's say, a 10,000%. Like earlier, I was doing a crypto, kumbaga, kasi our community is engaging into crypto eh. And then ang daming mga opportunities kasi. So, for example, there's one play, I think there's one coin that launched, I think is C98C in Binance, which yielded around times 5. So it's like within 24 hours, times 5 ka agad yung capital mo. So why, di ba? Pero hindi lahat ganun. Kasi may ibang ICOs talagang bagsak din. Hindi ka makapagbenta. So these are the things that you have to consider in any kind of investment. Let this be not your only investment. Let it just be a part or just a small percentage of your net worth.
Correct. So always diversify, kumbaga. Yeah.
Never go all in.
Never go all in. Ayan. Very, very good. So it's a very, very grabe to. I think this is also one of the best Valkyrie na live testing that we have done. And then yung wisdom na binano mo sa amin, share, sir, it's a very, very good also insight. Started with the wrong foot. Will it recover?
Free tip from Boss Z.
Yeah, no? And also, don't be greedy and put all your money. But again, just put something first that you can afford to lose and then just to average it every month. Dagdag ka. Mag-average down ka every month. So para mangyari sa'yo, para nangyari sa akin. Pero okay lang kasi willing to naman ako. May mga ganon. Alright, so there you go. Bossy, it's been a pleasure with us. Sobrang galing, with your experience. Dami mo na also na ituro, no? Also with our viewers regarding this one. So any last sir, any like invitation or any with what you're doing for your community right now?
Right. Okay lang ba mag-plug? Wala, para kasi
sure.
Forex community naman kayo, 'di ba?
Oh.
Then, so again, I think in the beginning of this talk, I mentioned that we are a company. We are ZFT or ZFix Tribe. We are here teaching people how to become independent traders. Stocks, crypto. Lately, sobrang crypto kami. So if you guys ever find yourself na wanting to learn about those things, you can visit our page. It's ZFreaks Tribe. I'm not sure, hindi ako makapag-comment eh. Pero ayan, it's ZFreaks Tribe here on Facebook. And we have a free community called Trading for Rookies. You can go there and, for example, wala kang idea about trading, you want to start and you want to do it for free, ayaw mong magbayad, then we also have that. We have learning materials there that you can consume just to get you started. So that's it.
Yon. All right. Again, it's a pleasure for us to really have you,
It's a pleasure.
Boss D, in this live for tonight regarding how to approach Valkyrie and also this automated robot, and your wisdom really helped us into understanding it further, and also to put us more question in this kind of strategy, and your experience really taught us a lot. So with that, would like to say thank you, in behalf of Financial 101 and WIPH, Sir Z. Okay? And for your time for tonight.
Right. Thank you. Likewise. It was a pleasure as well. Sobrang dami ko ring natutunan kasi bihira lang yung ganyang klaseng backtesting tapos may results na agad. So, ayan, thank you as well for having me as a guest.
Yon. All right. So, with that, guys, okay, Sir Z, sorry. Okay, so wag muna kayong aalis because we have another product which is launching after this short clip. And it's gonna be called Izanagi. If you wanna stay, Sir Z, you can do so. But ipe-present namin yung bago naman namin EA din.
Sige lang, okay lang. I'll just, naka-invest naman kami sa inyo eh. And kumbaga, currently, we're already backtesting with one, I think, sa account ni Vince. So we're just gonna have to open and average, kumbaga, dollar cost average kami and see how it will pan out. And if ever nakitaan namin na the program is doing good, then kami na mismo din magpo-promote. So, ganun kami lagi. We're very objective about things. Kumbaga, if it's a product that we are going to be fully supporting, we want to see the results first from our community, from someone na talagang kilala namin, just to have the results there and then tuloy-tuloy tayo. Pero how I'm seeing it, nag-recover naman, 50%. 47, sobrang liit na lang, di ba? Pero it still managed to break even and actually profit. So, bihira lang yung mga ganyan eh. Kumbaga, let's see. We have 3 months to test out the product and after that, we'll see kung okay ba siya. And then, saka kami yung bubuhos. Walang problema yung funds.
Oh yeah, walang problema pa. Grabe. Buhos na buhos. All right, so we're gonna be back. Again, thank you so much, Sir Boss Zia.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna be back after this short clip. Get ready because Izanagi will be right now. And we're back. Oh, Jay, andiyan ka pa ba, Jay? Napakagandang discussion yun with Valkyrie, with Sir Z. Napakabagong-bago. Jay, kung okay iwan dito. Okay. All right, guys. Maganda, again, good evening again, everyone. And also, this is an opportunity for us to share with you our new PA. No? If it's Valkyrie, we are confident also that this product by Investing and Financial 101 also in the after grubs as a reservation starting tonight. Okay, so we're gonna give you some details. If you're all ready for this presentation, again, my name is John and this is Jay Ayan here. So mga J talaga guys, mga malulupit yan. Okay, so before we can I have kung gising pa kayo, kung may mga kasama pa ba kami dyan, paano naman ako ng isang number 1 on the chat box. Again, grabe Jay, no? Grabe yung naisip ni Boss Z, no? Na maglagay every month, no? Kesa pabayaan lang, no? Yan. And also yung pag-start sa ano, no? Like wrong foot forward. Tingnan natin kung anong
mangyayari. Galing, no? Di ba?
Oo.
Pero isip mo talaga.
kinabahan ako ng konti dun, honestly. Akala ko di magre-recover kasi magdo-draw down naman todo yun eh. Di ba?
Correct,
Tapos
correct,
capital
correct.
maliit na lang.
50% risk pa.
Di ba? 50% risk pa. So paano? Di ba? Okay. So let now present. Ano naman yung new product that can they offer and then for future EA users that completes our portfolio when it comes to Forex Automated Trading.
Yes,
So
very, very exciting.
so
very
meron
exciting.
tayong eToro for US market, meron tayong Binance for yun siya.
Cryptos.
Meron tayong cryptos kompleto right now in Forex para hindi masyado maraming make it an automated already, no. Okay, so let me present with you guys Izanagi. It's a
Wow.
high IQ filtering EA. Nakita nyo talagang Izanagi pati mata, no? Okay, Jay.
Galing mo ng,
diba? So,
nagustuhan ko
grabe,
yung
no?
Bro. Ganda.
Yung
Sino gumawa ng
syempre.
Lakas.
Syempre, dapat. Yeah. Okay, alright. So, what is Izanagi to begin with? Ano siya? And bakit Izanagi ang pangalan? So, dapat ikaw pala nagtatanong niya. Tanong mo sa akin, Jay.
Actually, oo nga bro. Kasi for the past months, palagi kang nag-mention, Izanagi. But I haven't had an opportunity to ask you why Izanagi yung tinawag mo sa bot.
Yan, okay. So before I answer that, guys, let me just walk you through where are we in terms of journey natin as a future. And in terms of from April, we launched the trend follower, and then June, July, we launched naman the our Valkyrie Ultimate EA. But right now on your screen, we are softly launching Izanagi. And what is this? What is Izanagi? First of all, of course, we want you to get into something that you will understand to begin with. That's the story, eh? And that's what we launched the trend follower, because the trend follower is a less risk, EA, where it opens automatic trades, then 20% manually. Now, the good thing about it is we want you to unlock your interest in terms of the Forex market, because anything that you invest without you understanding it, that's very risky. Dapat alam mo yan to begin with, hindi yung biglang tatamaan ka na ng sobrang laking loss, saka mo pa aaralin. Diba? So habang bago pa lang, aaralin mo na siya. And the good thing about it, it's 80% EA but 20% manual siya. But ang ginawa natin dito, nilagyan natin siya ng 90% Forex trade calls para ma-offset possible yung mga early cut loss ng users. And right now, I've been earning almost started April, almost like $7,000. $7,000, grabe, no? Okay. Now, what if wala akong time? Kasi may Binance ako, meron akong PSE, meron akong eToro, meron akong US market, meron akong GoTrade, no, mga ganyan, no? Wala akong time, but I want to still invest in Forex, wherein automated siya. And then long-term investor ang profile ko. Now we launched Valkyrie, and then we've been actually communicating Valkyrie in terms of how stable it is in the long term. Kanina nakita natin yung stress test na talagang binangga even the most stressful year.
Nakakaba.
Diba? Binangga ni Valkyrie. Imagine mo kung hindi pa yun stressful year, how much gain it would have been, di mo? Tingnan natin, no? And that's why the details of Valkyrie is no words can describe. Sabi nga sa isang Dragon Ball, no? Pag tinaano niya yung power niyan, power level 9099. But since power level na 999, it comes with a premium price. And the good thing about it, you can claim it anytime, yung payment na to, if you're not profitable after a month. Long-term stable and with yearly payment. Right now, we're gonna launch Izanagi, and this is suited for high-risk traders. For, again, high-risk traders. Sabi nga namin kanina, dapat you are part on a proper mindset. And this is a 100% set and forget, free for the first 50 users, but the disadvantage here is it can have high possibility of high drawdown, but you need to prepare for that. That's one. And the details of this is for capital building, because this is high risk. High risk, it comes with high gains. Now, for capital building, kung magkaroon ka ng madoble mo, withdrawin mo na, then let the profit run. Sabi nga nila, cut your losses short, let your profits run. And why Izanagi? Bakit nagkaroon to ng Izanagi? If you're a fan of Naruto, sige. No? If you're fan of Naruto, if you're fan of those type, inalis natin yung pagiging robot, nilagyan natin ng Izanagi. Kasi si Izanagi, it comes with an illusion. Okay? It comes with an illusion that causing the target to experience that is not real. Okay? So, hindi totoo pa, hindi pa siya, kumbaga hindi pa niya na-implement yung full strategy niya, but possible siya mag-drawdown. With Izanagi, it gives you an illusion to protect your investment. Okay? And it can actually protect your investment, but it could also lead you to debt. Okay? Yun yung pros and
Grabe
cons
naman.
niya. Oh, ipaprotect niya ikaw, but it also can burn out or lead your debt in terms of portfolio. When this happens, itself fades away from that illusion, and then the protection comes with non-injure, and then it protects itself. Kaya siya tinawag na Izanagi. Na, if you also remember, okay, it can be a dreams comes to reality, or it can give you 10 lives if you have a lot of Izanagi eyes. Okay,
Wow.
so what is Izanagi, Jay? Can you give us a trading background before we actually proceed in terms of disclaimer?
Yes, for disclaimer, trading or using Forex analysis tools and software to assist you in trading carries a high level of risk, guys. Only trade with capital you can afford to lose. The following information that will be presented is for educational purposes only. One should
Mhm.
evaluate the risk tolerance and personal financial situation before trading. Okay, let's get on
Yan.
with, Valkyrie naman.
Okay.
Izanagi.
Okay, Jay, go ikaw. Sa ito.
All right. So guys, this is Izanagi 2.0. No? So just to share ano lang, very briefly the story, bakit naging 2.0? Hindi pa na-reach ng 1.0. Well, back then, we had a setting for micro by the way. We use martingale talaga, the typical traditional martingale settings. Eh. And so
Mhm.
we were able to test it out. It was really doing well. No, 20% first week pa lang. Now, remember nung nag-dip si Euro USD?
Mhm.
O, nung nag-dip si Euro USD, micro account lang to ha. Kinain ni Euro USD yung margin. O, di ba?
Mhm.
So, kaya high risk siya for high risk normally. And so, we had a meeting with Prof. John. Sabi ko, you know what, I think we need to do something better. Kasi there are many communities offering the typical martingale. No, very, very
Mhm.
common to eh. And so, in order to prevent, kasi yung ginagawa ng mga typical martingale, the moment it closes, the moment na mag-TP, mag-open, close, open, close, wala siyang filters. No? So, we come up with during sa meeting namin, we need something na hindi mag-open right there and then. Dapat may
Mhm.
filters siya. And so this makes
Mhm.
Izanagi a smart cost averaging EA. No? It can go with the trend, guys. It can counter trend. So it's not a typical traditional martingale EA na makikita nyo for most communities. So what makes it smart? It uses multiple indicators. Okay, by
Mhm.
multiple, hindi lang siya isa, dalawa, actually more than five. But yeah, more than five. To examine methodically the market, it looks at price action, it checks support resistance, even trend
Mhm.
lines and more. So it filters trades to open only high probable positions. Okay, so
Mhm.
after all those indicators, after analyzing the market, it will open a position and close those positions automatically. At the same time, it employs cost averaging strategy to recover losing trades. So sabihin na natin hindi siya nag-TP, no, nag-drawdown siya. So it
Mhm.
will do cost averaging and it will close the trade chains in profit. So sabay, for example, nag-open ng 5, 6 na recovery trades, the moment you're in profit, automatically i-close na yan. So because it employs cost averaging strategy, what makes it risk is actually because of this strategy. No, you can expect drawdown days, even weeks. So like those can be expected. Those are normal drawdown days, drawdown weeks. Normal yan for cost averaging EA. So it has fixed take profit. It also applies trailing stop. So a good example here is nag-open siya ng recovery trades. Now, the moment na break even siya, um, it applies trailing stop to secure profits. At the same time, gumagamit kasi siya ng trend strength indicator. If
Mhm.
makikita niya, let's sabihin na natin nag-reverse in your favor. Kasi nag-drawdown ka, di ba? Nag-reverse in your favor. Kung makikita niya, the reversal will still continue. It will hold the position, but may trail stop na siya. And so you can expect more profits doing this. Okay?
Nice.
Also, uh, it also adds stop loss na to mitigate possible losses. So,
Mhm.
around mga 200 to 50 pips yung ano niya, stop loss niya. And that's actually more than enough to tell us na this is actually a losing trade. Let's take the loss, something ganun. Okay? So,
Mhm.
especially during extreme drawdown market conditions. And so, with regards to lot sizing, incremental siya, hindi siya the traditional martingale na 1,
Mhm.
2, 4, 8. No. incremental na siya. Later on, makikita.
Yun.
So basically,
All right, so that's very smart because again, okay, it can go or it can go with the trend, not with also it can also counter trend. So it also para siyang it flows no with the trend kung ano yung binibigay ng trend papasok siya. And at the same time, incremental lot sizing. What does it mean? Later we're gonna present it with you.
percent, yep.
All right. So this is the current live account of the
Let's see
mother
if it
company.
works.
No, let's see if it works. So this is forward testing, not back testing. So it started at September 2028. Right now, 2020. Right now, it's July. It's around 154%. The current drawdown, sabi nga natin, this is very high risk. That's why if you see the drawdown there, it can give you 37% of its drawdown. Okay, in terms of its monthly gains, kung titingnan natin yung monthly gains niyan, this is 2020, 2%, 13%, 15%, 13% per month. Okay, so if you have a $1,000, then expect 1,300 profit for mga ganitong types of strategy. No, sorry, $130 profit per
Yeah,
month.
for monthly, yes.
How
about 2021?
Yeah, for 2021, kung titingnan mo din dito, it's actually giving us an average of around 10%, 8%, 7%, may mga mababa din siya like 2%, but it can go as high as 14% and 10% and 2% currently this
Pero guys,
July
mas matindi
2021.
yung live account ni Prof dyan. Pakita niya later.
Okay. Now,
Because of the optimization.
yes.
Go,
Now,
Prof.
this is the company account. So, but since AJ and I really have a lot of experience when it comes to optimizing EA, different strategies that we experience in terms of Forex EAs in the market. I'm also a trader. Jay is also a trader. What if i-optimize natin itong company account na to? With the
Based
WIPH.
on all experience and knowledge in the past.
Based on experience. Sige nga, test out natin. Okay. Nag-open si ano yun. Okay. So, sige, try natin. Ito muna. Follow muna natin yung initial strategy. It's been working. So, right now, June 2021, we've been actually in the talks regarding this one. Then, we tried it starting. Sige, let's try to go for this strategy July 8. Okay, pagpato ng July 8, guys.
July.
Okay, lo and behold, at up to date, it's 41%.
Very favorable this month, honestly.
Very favorable this month with 41% gain ako this month. Okay, so with June 2021, we paused it because of the talks, strategy, re-strategize, all of those stuff, no? But again, this is high risk, ha? This is high risk. That
High risk,
gain
guys,
can also
remember that.
attribute high risk as well. So I would only put money that you're willing to risk. But
yes.
here's also one statistic that you need to check. It gave me a drawdown of my $1,000 of 12.79%. Dito ka nga naisip this drawdown gave me all just 12% drawdown, but it managed to give me almost 40% of profit. I love drawdowns. Okay? Para sinabi ko sa sarili ko, I love drawdowns after already. Because, do the math, no? If these more higher drawdowns can really, Izanagi, no? Can really go to depth of my account. But can also give me also high gains also, no? So, that's why that's when your experience, your psychology and risk management comes into play. Dapat maglalagay ka lang muna dito ng willing to lose ka na pera. Kasi alam mo, pwede siya mag-drawdown Di ba? But since nilagay mo lang dyan, willing to risk ka, and then do the math, I had 12% drawdown but it managed to give me 40% gain. Kung nag-20% drawdown pa pala yan, mas mataas pa. Di ba? So kung titingnan mo, ito yung...
Kaya sinasabi nila, Prof, for cost averaging EAs, sasabihin talaga karamihan, drawdown is your friend.
Yeah.
Drawdown is your friend. For cost averaging,
hindi trend is your friend, but drawdown is your friend. Kung titingnan mo, ito yung mga trades niya recently. I just screenshot this just today. So ito mo, $1, $1, $1. So siyempre, kung nag-screenshot lahat, dami niyan. Okay. But again, let me transition this with you with the risk management. Go ahead, Jay.
So for long-term profitability, guys, eto, paulit-ulit talaga to. Kasi isa ito sa core value talaga with our community, no? So risk management is critical to protect our investment. So even though Izanagi is a smart EA, it still uses cost averaging strategy, wherein drawdown days, even weeks, are to be expected. That's the nature of cost averaging EAs, guys. That's the nature of it. You cannot get away from it. So to lessen risk and possible losses, what we recommend is running Izanagi using micro accounts, at least for now. At least for now, just to start capital building. Then we can just slowly scale up risk along the way. So sabihin na natin, it would run 2-3 months. So far, it's really doing well. Tapos sabihin na natin, you as the user, sabihin mo, okay, I'm just experiencing 15% drawdown at the moment. You know what? I want to increase my risk. I want to scale up my risk. Well, we can do that eventually. But for now, as a start, micro accounts muna tayo, using or recommending micro accounts, somehow it would lessen risk and possible losses, guys. According nga kay Dr. Ivan, I think he's not here. Mas madaling matolerate yung micro account than the standard. We learned it the hard way back then.
Okay, yan. All right. So, how do we now protect ourselves in terms of its proper mindset? Again, sabi nga nila, dapat when you go into something, you need to have a proper mindset for you to start with the beginning. Sabi nga
nila, Boss Z, di ba?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. So dapat proper mindset ka talaga dito to begin with. And at the same time, dapat begin with the end in mind. 'Di ba? One of the highly ano tawag dyan, Jay? Anong quote yun? One of the highly
profitable, highly loko, but highly profitable, sabi ko. Highly effective individual. Paano yun, bro?
Yeah, highly effective mindset of mga individuals, no? Begin with an end in mind. So, let's scrutinize it based on its strengths and its weakness. Okay? Ang strengths niya, it cost average. Because its cost average, it's highly profitable and it carries high level of risk. So dapat, alam mo, yun yung strength niya.
Yeah, na highly profitable.
We can expect daily gains, but highly profitable siya, but it comes with a high level of risk. Kung ganun yung mindset mo sa kanya, alam mo na kagad ang gagawin mo. Syempre, dapat di ka maglalagay ng greedy ka, pang greedy moments. No? Diba? And the weakness here, okay, to be blunt, is wala namang trading strategy that works all the time.
At the time, walang holy grail, guys, ha?
Yeah, walang holy grail. Okay, drawdowns are possible and losses are to be expected. So, kung paghaluin mo yung strength and weakness, ibabalance mo siya, ikaw na magde-decide yun paano mo siya gagawin. And the right mindset that we want to encourage with you guys, of course, start with the money, start right by using the money that you can afford to lose. Yan. And that's the beginning muna, no? And also, coming from a risk mindset perspective, there's a huge difference between the risk that you can take and that you think that you can actually take. Dahil nakakita ka na it gives 40%, maglalagay ako ng pang-retirement ko dito.
Gusto ko yung prof. All in ako dyan.
Diba? Mga ganun. So, never do that. Never do that. Yung lalagay mo lang dito, dapat start, sabi nga nila, always start with the experience. So, check mo muna. So, tingnan mo muna kung paano, how much. We don't want you to put money that could actually stress you. Okay? Okay, we want you to put something for you to learn, experience it, and of course, earn as we go along. Diba? Yep. Start with learning, and then remove the L, and it becomes earning. Diba? Sabi nga nila. And also, okay, meron tayong mga, once we launch this, we will have a do's and don'ts. That would be, go, Jay?
The first one, guys, for the do's, always remember that don'ts with all your heart, mind, and strength. And what are the don'ts? Never combine with other EA or manual trades. So yung MP4 account nyo should be dedicated to Izanagi alone. Nagsiselos yun si Izanagi pag may kasama kang iba. Alright, so never combine with other EAs, no manual trades. At the same time, sa don't do manual intervention with the open positions, even during extreme drawdown conditions. So sabihin na natin, nag-drawdown ng malaki tapos nag-break even, you want to close it on your own. Please don't do that, no? The team will manage and decide best course of action. Kasi the accounts is on a dedicated server, so we will just manage it and we will decide. If ever, sabihin na natin sobrang laki ng drawdown, hindi pa nag-stop loss, di ba may 250 pips yun eh. Something 250 pips na SL, stop loss. So before hitting that, the team can decide, no, okay, you know what, nag-retrace significantly, konting losses lang, let's take the loss. So parang ganun, mangyayari
Yeah.
dyan. And the team will do it for you.
Jay, question. What if
Hmm.
ayoko muna siya mag-trade, talagang stressful na. Can I change password?
Yes, pretty much. Pwede.
Uh,
Kasi
okay, so
attached to sa ano nila.
so yun. So if you really wanted to do that, no? If you wanted to do that, to have manually cut loss, change your password. Okay,
Yan.
pero again, it will course through from better na wag mo na lang gawin. Kasi nga in the first presentation, okay, it's fully automated. It's designed for
Fully
fully
automated.
automated.
Yes.
Okay, it's
Yes.
designed for fully automated. No manual intervention will be allowed for this one. So, kung change password mo siya, meaning this is not really for you. Okay? Go for Valkyrie, long term. Go for manual Forex trade calls. Diba?
Mhm.
Ayan. Alright.
Correct.
So, that's what the do's and don'ts. Now, in terms of capital, it will be also based on your lot size and the type. So since risk management is one of our core value, we want we want everyone to start with a micro account. Hindi
Micro.
pang malakihan kasi ayaw nating lahat ma-stress, okay? Kasi nga if everyone is not prepared for drawdowns, okay? We don't want to address it kasi in the beginning dapat alam mo na may drawdown talaga yan. Okay?
Yes.
But
Totoo.
but if you wanted to manage the high risk because of capital building purposes, then pwede itong product sa'yo. Okay? So for 250, it will start at 0.10 lot size. Micro
That's
account,
good
it's like
for micro.
so it's like a 0.01. Yeah, 0.01 on a standard account. Then so forth and so forth siya. Yung magiging trades niya. Now, a question ito, what if naman siya, Jay, since cost averaging siya, what possible kaya to na example, no? Etong screen ko. Nakita mo ba yung mouse ko?
Yes. Kita.
Example, nag-open siya ng sell position dito. Tapos
Okay.
mag-open ulit siya ng sell position dyan. Dito ulit yung sell position, doon ulit nagkaroon ng
Dikit-dikit.
disruption. Oo,
Dikit-dikit.
nag-ano na talaga siya since cost averaging siya. Baka yung position niya sa isang position na lang nag-open doon. And then
Magkano?
tatamaan ako ng drawdown ng todo.
Hindi yun mangyayari with Izanagi.
Oo. Kasi bakit, Jay?
Meron siyang pip interval, guys. So,
Mm.
hindi siya pwedeng magdikit-dikit like 5, 10 pips. No. May pip interval siya. Tapos, if the volatility strikes, no, sa isang currency pair, magwa-widen din yung pip interval niya.
Yun.
Yung kagandahan.
So kino-compute niya pati yung volatility for
Yes.
it to adjust the
Yes.
opening of the next position if it's cost
Correct.
average.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And also to add on to that, it can also no, it does not decide automatically. Example, pag sa short position sa dito, tapos
Mm-mm.
it pumunta lang doon, example, ginawa lang ng trend, pinitik lang, no? Pinitik
Mhm.
lang.
Mhm.
Usually, mag-open, since may pip interval siya, it will open position. But the good thing about Izanagi, that's why it's high
High
IQ
IQ.
filtering robot, it does not decide until it closes that candle.
Yes.
Oh, so ganun siya ka high IQ. Para kumbaga hindi niya, okay, I will, 'di ba, multi-time frame analysis that we have taught you. Okay, don't decide yet until the candle is finished. Kasi hindi pa naman yan total trend, possible pinitik lang yan.
Yeah,
Same with
correct.
Izanagi. It will so smart, okay, that gives you the illusion it's opening but it's not. It will
Nice.
decide. No, it will decide until the last minute niya before siya mag-open on that certain candle where it is also open in a position. Now,
Right.
ano ba itsura nito on an MT4 app? Tingnan mo gaano kalinis, guys.
Before, going back muna dun sa previous
Sige,
slide.
okay.
Prof.
All right, go.
So, this is an actual
Mhm.
sample ng position niya, guys, no. If you look at the position, so, 'di ba? Look at the spike. Hindi siya nag-open ng sell position going up. Instead, it waited, no? Look at the spike, nag-sell, open siya ng sell dyan, going down. No? Look at the support, nag-open siya ng buying. So, it checks for support and resistance. Hindi siya randomly opening position lang. Kasi gusto niyang mag-cost average, no? So, filters are applied. There's analysis going on. before siya mag-open ng position. Yun.
Yon. Okay. So, let me also share with you ano itsura nito pag inopen mo sa chart ng MT4. Example, nagkaroon ka ng 6 positions. Kung titingnan mo. Tingnan mo guys
Ito
in terms of
yung USD na, no?
how clean in a 4-hour time frame. Itsura niya sa mga position. Hindi dikit-dikit. Halos parang sinukat. No? Example, tingnan mo dito guys. Nag-open siya dito ng buy position on that support. Bumagsak pa. Okay? It opens also a buy position here. Hindi siya masyadong dikit. Kung titingnan mo, may support dito supposedly, mag-open yan. But it did not.
Looking
Okay,
at
but
the 1-hour time frame, yan. Support yan, bro.
Support.
The
But it
rest,
did not. Hindi siya nag-open doon. Nag-decide siya to open on this area. So kung titingnan mo, yung cost average niya parang halos may inch of position. So very siya na very clean yung pagka-open position niya from one another, how it is cost averaging properly. And kung titingnan mo dito, yung mga support na opens niya, hindi, kasi titingnan mo dito, this is 4-hour. Kung 1-hour time frame yan, possible on a sideways, ang dami niyang open position. Pero he did not, no? Kung titingnan mo dito pa lang, supposedly dami dapat open positions, but it did not, no? Talagang, nandun lang siya stay until it tries to recover. So, that's why there are days I earn like one day 6,000 pesos. There are days I earn like 5,000 pesos. May mga ganyan because of this strategy. Kaya sabi ko dito, wow, I really love drawdown. Kasi pag may drawdown, okay, pag nag-reverse fully, it will totally ride the trend.
Talaga, highly profitable.
And then until it will trail stop, sabi ko, wow. So meaning, pag nakuha niya tong 0.6, tapos nagtodo-todo pa yan, mas malaki pa yung magiging profit ko. Lalo na pag nag-super trend siya.
Yep.
Sabi ko, wow, this is so amazing. I cannot really wait for this to be present to the ano. But again, proper mindset again. Okay. High risk. High risk to. Okay, high risk. Okay. Now, let me walk you to the principles again. Okay? Start with the proper mindset that any automated trading, even Valkyrie, carries level high risk. And then my 40% for July may not be the same by June, by August.
Favorable ang smart, no?
It may be a wipe out. It may be a 10%. It may be even more. In terms of 100% gain. It will vary. Okay, because of the strategy and also the market. We cannot predict the market. And then another principle that you need to also decide before availing this one. This is still free for the next 50 users. Only use the money that you can afford to lose. If $250 is hindi ka na makakatulog after losing it all, okay, don't start with this one. Doon ka na lang sa Forex trade calls. Libre. Kung makita mo maganda yung position, then pumasok ka. But, here's the good thing. You cannot learn if you don't experience it. You cannot learn.
Actually.
Okay, we would not develop Izanagi if those experience na we've tried with $120 per month on a cost averaging bot. 4 out of 10, okay? 4 out of 30 users na wipe out. So, 30 kami, tapos yung 4 na wipe out. Kung hindi doon sa experience yun, we could have actually not also optimize Izanagi. And we're really discouraged na ganun. So, and last but not the least, it can diversify your portfolio. So, if your goal is for capital building na in faster route, but you're willing to lose that amount, this product is for you. This strategy is for you. Okay? I put a $1,000, July 8, up to date. It's now $1,429 in total equity value. Okay? So that would be in terms of our timelines with Izanagi. Okay, before we go there, there's a question here. Yes, questions please. If you have questions, you can chat it on the chat box or PM us on our page. Please may do so for Wise Investors PH and even Financial 101. Please. Question. We want this everyone to understand before we want to fully deploy. Okay, well, one question, is this auto-compounding like Valkyrie? Jay?
Ako na. Yep. Sir Joff, no, since this is cost averaging, no, we really don't recommend having an auto compounding for a cost averaging strategy. However, we can slowly increase lot sizing if lalaki yung capital mo. So, uh, may na present na, di ba na present mo na yun, Prof? The
Yung,
recommended capital and
yeah, let's go
the
back. Let's go back.
yeah, go
Explain mo
back.
ulit
Ito,
ko.
I think it will answer the question eh.
Yeah.
So, you can start with 250, Sir Joff. No? So, sabihin na natin nag-grow siya ng 500 and you want to increase your risk, we can adjust the starting lot size to 0.15, 750, 0.20, sa 1,000, 0.25. Yan lang
Yeah.
siya. So, for auto-compounding, cost averaging, guys, honestly, in general, please don't auto-compound cost averaging EAs. There are those nagre-recommend as such, no? As for me, since this is the strategy itself is cost averaging, we can expect daily gains. Take it as it is. No, kung ano yung gain for the day, for the month, and you can withdraw it but for auto compounding, honestly, for any cost averaging EAs, me personally, just my opinion, I really don't recommend it.
Yeah, correct. Okay. Jay, more. Gumagana ba siya sa MT5 account?
MT5, for now, MT4. Sir Emmanuel, o MT4 muna. Sige lang, in the future, who knows, di ba?
Yeah.
But you know what? We can do a little experiment for MT5. But for now kasi, the very common one is MT4, yun yung supported. But we'll
Okay.
take note of it, no? Kasi, paminsan-minsan na may nagre-raise din, no? MT5. So, let's see.
Oo, no? Sige, tingnan natin. Alright, so, okay, so does it have risk mode like Valkyrie? Honestly, yung risk mode comes around with your with your capital also.
Yep.
Yan. Okay. Yeah, so kung meron kang 250 diyan, points lot size. So, yung risk mo comes with your capital. So, mas malaki yung capital nilalagay mo, then mas malaki yung risk na involved niya. So, that's why kung gusto mo, example, $1,000 pero gusto mo 0.15 lang, pwede yun.
Pwede,
Example, $1,000 tapos
You
yan.
wanna stay conservative. Actually, yeah.
Conservative, pwede yun.
Pwede,
So,
pwede
example, $1,000 lalagay mo pero 0.10 lot size lang siya, pwede rin yun. So, para
Yeah.
mas ma-reduce yung yung risk mo. So, that's why on the application form, you can put your remarks, no?
Yes, meron doon. So, if you choose 1,000, tapos sabihin mo starting lot size, ito, ganyan. You want to start really, really low. Actually, if you have 1,000, tapos you choose 0.10, I'm pretty sure you will get bored kasi sobrang late yan. However, if you want to really stay very, very conservative, yes, feel free to do so. And then, you can just slowly scale up the risk eventually. Sabihin mo na, you know what, sa $1,000 ko, ano lang 1% drawdown, 2%, wala tong sobrang late lang. I want to increase lot size, so you can do that.
Okay. All right. So again, okay. Ang gaganda. Sige, keep it up. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. Questions while I'm actually presenting the timelines. Okay,
Yes.
what is this free part? Okay, the free part here is you are not gonna pay the robot like Valkyrie. Valkyrie has a payment of 7,500 yearly.
Premium kasi.
Yearly very premium. For this one, it's free to use the robot. What you need to pay is the VPS, which is the private virtual private server where we will run at only at 300 pesos per month. Okay? Then just like Trend Follower, okay, we will try to free it if we will have a support from the broker. Okay? So titingnan natin as we go along. All right, this is a good question, Jay. Go ahead, you can answer this one.
Ilang po? 5 pairs tayo, Sir Nico. 5 pairs.
Yeah, 5 pairs.
5 pairs, but me personally, I'm running it very conservatively. I'm testing it right now. Siguro 12 pairs because I have, aside from the optimized 5 pairs, I have my favorite pairs din to trade. I'm just testing it out, mga forward testing. Let's see along the way if those pairs pwedeng i-add sa 5 right now. But we're doing testing. We're doing testing next.
Okay. So good. May preferred broker ba to? Okay. This is a good question. We will only entertain if created under the link of Wise Investors PH or Financial 101 under the broker of XM. Okay, we will only entertain. If you wanted to open another broker, okay, look for EA for that. Sir Jorandel, Adame Valdez. Okay, so I preferred yes, that's a preference for that. Because we get some support from this broker to launch this product. Minimum capital ba is 250. Let me go back. It depends on how much you're willing to risk or how much willing to lose na capital. But yes, you can start at 250 with only a starting lot size of 0.2. So baka ma-board nga lang kayo kasi nga yung gains ito maliliit lang. Kasi maliit na kapital mo eh.
Yep.
So, kung 40% of that, magkano lang yun? $25. Okay. Okay. All right. But again, at least for you to experience it is okay, no?
Yes.
Okay,
Actually,
diba?
somehow safe siya kung ganyan. That's why
Yeah,
we're
no?
recommending talaga micro for now. Guys, for now. Don't worry,
Mike,
guys. Relax lang kayo. If you want to increase your risk, we can always do that. But you know
yes,
what?
but we
Let's
wanted you
not.
all, we want you just to experience it. We don't want you to be greedy because of the performance. We want you to experience it. Okay?
Yes.
Kasi yung maybe pagpasok ng June, yung pa yung bad forward, 'di ba?
Correct.
Kaya mo ba siyang lulukin, 'di ba? Hindi natin
Yep,
alam.
yep.
So that's why risk management is our core value. We want you to start at the right mindset, at the right foot also. Okay,
Correct.
may TF siya. I want to switch it to Izanagi. Do I need to pay for VPS again? All right. Yes, example, nagbayad ka ng VPS July 23. Okay? For that's allocated already for trend follower.
Yeah.
Okay? But if you were gonna change it the next month, yes, you will pay na for the next month for Izanagi na siya. It
Yep,
just
yep.
changed, hindi pwede kasi magkaiba sila ng slot bucket ng budget.
Yep. Correct.
Okay. Jay, sa'yo to.
Na-backtest na ba yan, sir? Actually, I tried, Sir Jerome, no? But unfortunately, it causes an error. Hindi siya nagra-run through eh. But I'll see what I can do. I really want to backtest it. However, looking at the live account din kasi, so far solid naman kasi yung live account. The live forward account is way better than doing backtest, honestly. But backtest results could complement the existing live account, diba? But for now,
Yeah, correct.
habang wala pang backtest data, the forward live accounts is still the best.
Yeah. Good. All right. So ito, ikaw rin, may layers of
There's uh, Coach Reg, Coach Reg. Actually, we can set it to max 10. However, based on experience, pinakamataas na position na open niya is only 8. No, so far, wala pa akong nakikitang umabot more than 10. So, if we feel the need na kailangan talagang i-limit yung position, we can do that. But for now, wala. So far, wala siyang settings. Hindi na enable yung settings sa max positions. Kasi based on experience, based on the forward live account, forward testing live account, we don't see the need at least. However, if there's the need for that na, we can always do that. That's
Great.
that's also the reason why I'm confident with the strategy of Izanagi, because yun nga, so far wala pang mga positions, hindi pa siya nag-open ng position more than 8.
Yan. All right. So but we're actually planning just to a maximum of 10 for now.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Prop, I already sent my reservation for Izanagi. Can I change it? Yes, you may do so. Basta nakita lang namin may duplicate. Okay lang yun. Okay. Good. Okay lang yan. Okay. Again, this is only max 50 users on the launching date. Here are the timelines on your screen. Okay. What's the buffer apart from the capital? Okay. What's the buffer? Honestly, yung buffer yun na yun eh. We computed na already. Yun na yun.
If you have more guys, reserve,
Better.
way better. But
Better.
the recommended should be enough. Should be enough.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So the reservation will be posted on your on your yung chat na sa chat box. Okay, let's check that out. Ay, sorry. Dapat hindi kasama kay Sir Lloyd. Okay. Hindi kasama yan. Okay. Okay. Ayan, nag-add ako ng account. Pwede ba mag-change ng micro? Pwede. Okay, pwede yan. Pwede ka mag-change pwede mag-add
Pwede,
ka lang.
pwede.
Meron dyan, add an account, existing account, then balik ka lang, then fund transfer mo na lang yung bayad. Ay, fund transfer, sorry. Internal transfer mo na lang yung capital. Ayan. Okay, so there. So, saan
Also,
ba mag-send na rin? Yeah, go ahead.
also prof, for
CJ.
traded pairs, actually, sa na-mention ko before, may 5, but I see the strategy could work more than 10. I'm testing it right now. So it could be USD, could be CAD pair, CHF. For JPY, I'm gonna test it pa kasi JPY has tendency to spike, di ba? But so far, actually, yeah, pretty much majority of the pairs can be traded. Yung 5 lang talaga yung na-optimize for now, but it could work for more pairs, honestly.
Yan. Okay, so tingnan natin ng mga tanong pa dito. Okay, kindly give us your questions, guys. Kasi this is very important to everyone. At least, no? May question. Yan, okay. So, tingnan may question pa, Jay? May question pa ba? Tingnan natin. Alright. So, let me give you a summary of this one. So, in terms of the timeline, guys, we're opening the reservation today. Okay? But we can only accommodate 50 users for now. Kasi in terms of manpower, Jay and I and the admin team is also doing the trend follower. We're transitioning it to the free VPS for trend follower and trade calls. Now, may Valkyrie pa tayo na asikaso na meron pa tayong new product to complete everything. So while we're also in transition to looking for more admins in the future, we actually forecast that we can only accommodate the first 50. So until mapuno tong first 50, hindi namin nira-run si Izanagi. But based on Valkyrie, isang araw, isang oras, puno na. Okay, kaagad. So once this is the reservation will take effect right now on your screen, we will automatically run it together start week of August 9, which is Monday. Bakit August 9? Kasi nga, marami pa kami pinaprocess kay Valkyrie. Okay, nakatutok yung ano namin, nakatutok yung
Yep.
nakatutok yung ano natin doon. Okay? And then the next 50 clients will be accommodated by the next September 2021. So, up for grabs if you want to experience the power of Izanagi, then you can start reservation. Reservation with capital kasi kung mag-run na namin to by August tas walang capital yung account mo, delete yung yung pangalan mo dun sa reservation. First 50 lang yung aming ira-run. Okay, there's also may money back guarantee. Libre na nga. Money back guarantee pa. Okay. Okay. Okay, diba? Gabi ka naman, Rigel. Okay. Money back guarantee. Libre na nga yung robot. Money back guarantee pa.
250 lang yan, Jel.
Okay. Okay. Alright. This is for newbie ba to? Asing walang trading history. Okay. For CJ Moracilios, this is set and forget 100%.
Yeah.
This is for newbie. But the question is, okay, but the question is here, can you tolerate the risk? Okay. If example, the $250 is nothing to lose ka, tapos biglang nag-draw down sa example 30%. 30% to 250, that's $75, right? Can you tolerate that? If you can do that, then this is for you. If you wanted to try, wala kang trading history, then trend follower plus trade calls para maintindihan mo yung Forex and attend our Forex webinar this coming July 31, no? Para may matutunan ka. But if you want, like you're a fast furious person, gusto mo, okay, sige, doon tayo sa faster route. Then, proper mindset first. The risk that you can actually take before starting it. Yan. There's a question here. Pwede ba to sa swap free? Yan. Pwede ba sa swap free, Jay?
Yes. Pwede. Actually, no? Anong pros con nun, Prof, pag regular versus swap free accounts?
Okay.
Credits ba?
Yeah. Okay, ito ha. Okay, explain natin ng swap free together with the audience. Okay. Kuha kong paint. Alright. Ito this is the difference between the swap free and the one. So dapat pala gumawa rin ako presentation nito, no? Pero dapat trabaho na to ng XM. Okay, the standard micro, okay, can give you a credit of 50%. Example, as much as 50% on your initial deposit. So example, nag-deposit ka ng $250, yung total account mo magiging 1 plus 125. Okay? So meron kang buffer sa drawdown. Yan ang advantage niyan sa standard. Pero ang disadvantage sa standard is yung between the swap of the New York session and London session, bawat trades niyan may binabayaran kang fees. Okay? Yan ang disadvantage. May binabayaran kang fees dyan. Sa standard micro. Yung swap free, okay, wala kang credit, wala nito. Credit is wala. Okay? Naglagay ka ng 250, it will be as is as 250, but wala kang babayarang fees.
For carryover trades.
So, for carryover trades. Or example, nag-overnight trade siya.
Overnight trade.
Overnight trade. So, wala kang babayaran. So, it's gonna be, you wanted to make your capital bigger, but may babayaran ka mga konting fees pag nag-overnight trade siya. Or as is ka, maglagay ka ng capital intended for that, but you will gonna be saved by the fees. Okay? So it's gonna be up to you kung anong pipiliin mo. But both ways, you can use both. Swap free or standard. Alright? I hope that's clear?
Yep.
Yan. Okay. Yan. So, nagtanong lang daw siya, Jay. Nagtanong lang.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
Okay, sorry. Okay. How much recommended starting capital? So, ulitin natin. Starting capital. Okay, if you wanted to try, we suggest to try it at $250. But if you want to go higher, just willing to the amount that you're willing to risk it with a proper mindset. Okay, is it advisable to add funds margin level before 100%? Yes. Kung tingin mong makakainin na yung margin mo, then you can add funds. You may do so to protect more of your capital. Natawa sila doon. Natawa sila sa akin. Sorry, Jel. Real talk lang, real talk. No hard feelings intended. Okay, libre
bro,
na.
Okay lang yan,
Okay.
Jel. Masyadong serious din ka.
Okay.
Also, with regards to the question din pala, Prof, with regards to margin, like below 100%, based on experience, based on the live accounts, hindi pa yan nangyari. Okay, hindi pa yan nangyari, guys. Because yun nga, the recommended capital and the starting lot size, kina-consider natin yan. We, as much as possible, no, we don't want that to happen na liliit hanggang 100%. Yung drawdown mo dyan, nasa yan, mga 80 siguro or 90% siguro. So, we're not expecting that to happen. However, there are moments when the market goes irrational, di ba? Mga spikes talaga, hindi natin maiiwasan. So, if you have extra to buffer to endure the drawdown, feel free to do so. However, as mentioned kanina, the part of the don'ts, remember guys, part of the don'ts, manual intervention sa mga open position. So it's the team who will decide and manage it and decide the best course of action, whether ika-cut loss ba yan before mag-SL or papabayaan hanggang mag-SL. So we will take care of that.
Yeah, kami na bahala doon. So, kami na bahala kung magka-cut loss ba tayo decide or not. Kasi just to give you also, the money that we're gonna also with us, with also our real money, no? So if
By the way,
kung masakit,
good thing na rin, baka akala nila wala tayong
paper money lang, no?
So real money.
Real money ko rin to, like example, this one. So I put a 1,000 here. So it growing na siya ng 40%. So real money ko yan. I was happy for that 400. Now, here's also a good strategy there, guys. Okay, if you wanted to hear that one, guys, here ito siya. If this happens to you, 41% gain in just a month, tanggalin mo na yung profit na yan. Ilagay mo na yan, secure mo na yan. So meaning, pag natalo ka pa ng 41% ulit, nakatlo siya ng 41%, break even ka ba? Diba? So the point here, since capital building strategy tayo, if you reach your first 100%, let the profits run. let it compound. Okay, let the magic take you where it goes. Di ba? So example ito. For this account, more on martingale strategy. I'm already 70% up. If this reach 100%, bala na. Set and forget na to the highest level. Oh, di ba? So that's what I want you to employ. Let's beat the market together with our earnings. But take opportunity na at the same time
Securing
na
profits din.
i-balance din securing profit but at the same balancing the risk muna. Kasi kung di ka naman profits lang inaansa mo, uy, dapat may 1,000,000 ako pag naging 1,000,000 ulit, pabayaan ko na. Eh kung maubos yung 1,000,000 mo, 'di ba? Huwag ganun yung thinking mo, 'di ba? Dapat doon ka muna sa willing to risk mo. Okay, there's a question here again, Sir J. 11 o'clock na. So, yung first 50 ba will open same position at the same time o different gains each amount? Different yan, different.
Yep, different yan.
Different. Kasi different lot size open eh. Okay.
Correct.
Ito. As of today, may open trades. Dapat buy close before open? No, wala naman problema. Walang problema.
Wala problema. Ayos lang. Kasi ano yun, Sir Leo ano yun, manual mo yun. May once mag-run yung si Izanagi, hindi yun, okay lang.
Hindi siya ma-affected. Correct.
Yep.
Nakapag-register po siya sa trading on the training. Uy, that's a good start, CJ. Yeah, maganda siya. Yeah, it's a good start. But tingnan mo muna yung dynamics ng Forex before going to automated trading. Okay, what if what do you mean $100 lang? Wala na. Dalawang araw, sabihin natin, wala pang isang buwan, ubos na yan. Joke lang. De, kasi the reason there, Hansel, Henry. Okay, the reason it's 250 because we already calculated the initial drawdown based on number of pairs that it is trading.
Correct.
So we don't want na mag-margin call ka kasi may tinatawag na margin call, the broker will automatically close your account if sobrang laki na ng drawdown mo. So that's why it's optimized for $250 starting lot size of 0.10 na 5 pairs. So i-divide mo yan to $50 per pair ang ito-trade niya. Okay? Tsaka kung 100 USD dollars lang yan, nagbabayad ka ng 300 pesos na VPS, sayang lang yung pera mo. Talo ka. Di ba? Okay, may VPS na bayad ka, no? Tanggalin muna capital. Correct. Okay. Yeah. So it's 11:09. Okay, more questions please. Again, this is only limited for the first 50 users. Okay, if the first 50 users will have it in reserve earlier, mapuno natin, we will run this together starting August 7. This can be earlier.
Sige, tapusin mo muna, Prof.
This can be earlier if mapuno natin yung first 50. Then we can run it earlier. Once we are ready and all accounts have funded, then we can run. So if we reach the 50, tapos yung account mo nasa number 1 ka, pero wala namang fund, di sa September ka na. So we wanted first, who paid the VPS, so wanted first an account ready to launch Izanagi and roll around its illusion. Diba? Okay. Jay, go ahead.
To share lang din, there's actually a running micro account na it started July 15. Okay? So right now, July 23, $26 for a 200 capital. 200 kasi yung nilagay ni Profit.
Diba? So, pakita ko. Ay, hindi na nalagay sa EA, no? Dito, wala. Andito ba?
Ay, i-add natin yan sa WIPH.
Tingnan natin nandito.
So, actually, na-surprise din ako eh. Nag-$26 siya.
Wala dito, no?
Mas malaki pa yung gain. Honestly, bro, mas malaki pa yung gain ng micro na to kaysa standard account ko, no? Sobrang conservative ako sa standard, di ba?
So ulitin mo, yung 200, magkano? Magkano niligay mo, Jay?
$200.
$200 now.
Yeah, eto, right now.
Nag-gain na siya ng
26.7.
Yes, correct. All right. So there's also Elijah Arias accidentally. Pwede siya additional open account, existing account. Pwede. Basta as long your initial account is under the Wise Investors PH or Financial 101. If not, you need to click the link of the Wise Investors PH or Financial 101 page para mag-proceed ka, no? For this one. If not, kasi filter namin yan eh. If it's not under, we will ask you to make another account. If you're still wishing to proceed, no? So yan yung mga ano dyan. Yun yung mga catch, kumbaga. Okay? Kasi parang sinabi lang dyan na product ni Jollibee pero si McDonald's nagbe-benefit. Oh, hindi pwede yung ganun. Okay. Dapat same tayo ng community, same din tayo ng product na ginagamit, 'di ba? So parang ganun. Yan. All right. So let me also share with you how to register, okay? Before we go, it's 10:12. We will end by 10:20 maximum for this one. Okay, so this is the Wise Investors PH ni na requests. Okay. Ayan. Okay, so what you can see here, guys, sa Wise Investors PH, may 18 na nagpa-reserve. Sa B Club, meron na rin. So, imagine pag na-reach na yung 50 yan, may 18 na nag-response. Ayan, nakita nyo live today.
Busy na naman.
Okay, first 50.
Na naman tayo nito.
May busy ka. Okay. So, again, for first-time users, you need to click this link. Then create an account. Please, MT4, not MT5.
MT4.
Sayang yung effort mo. Tapos ilalagay mo MT5. Okay? Reading instructions carefully. Alright? Then the type of account must be micro or swap-free micro. Dalawa lang. Okay? The leverage, it's only the maximum, 1.5 or 1.8. Then your standard fund may be as low as $250. And don't forget to pay your 300 pesos VPS at this following details here. Okay, kasi kung walang payment yan, hindi magra-run yan. Okay, if you want to get your details according to your robot, then you can follow or post on the Facebook group or join the Telegram for updates on your EA. Okay, and also, please fill out all the necessary details, especially your server. Makikita mo dyan sa email mo pag nag-create ka na, and your capital. Sabihin dito, excluding buffer, example, 250, yan talaga totally ito-trade niya. Kung meron kang 400, 250 lang ito-trade niya, buffer mo na yung 150. And then if you want to put remark, example, 1,000 na ka, pero you wanted to, like, a capital of 250, we can do that. Okay? So example, you want to put remarks, okay, 1,000 capital lalagay ko, pero I want to trade like a $250. We can do that.
Okay.
Okay?
For the starting lot size.
Yeah, okay. I see. Under na ako ng EATF or Valkyrie. Good. Pwede. You can open an additional account. Pwede ba magpa-add account na na-link na B Club na TF? Pwede, Sir Arturo. Just add existing an account, then automatic na yan siya under.
Nasa dashboard na, di ba, Prof?
Nasa dashboard. Nandun na yan sa Financial 101 or B Club na account. Alright, so there you go, and that is this application form. Again, we're gonna have again, let me just repeat it from the start in terms of its weakness and mindset. Okay, this is for capital building purposes. Okay, the strength here, start with the right mindset with the initial capital that you're willing to lose, meaning if the 250 will not stress you out, then try this product. If makakastress yung 250, mag-down ka ng $100, masa-stress ka na, wag mo na pong i-try, please lang.
Yes, please lang.
Kami na po ang nag-aano. Okay? Again, we can expect drawdowns, but I love drawdowns with Izanagi. Ulitin ko ha, I love drawdowns. Okay, I love drawdowns for Izanagi. But I would not be greedy. I would not put $500,000 to this because I'm not willing to risk $500,000 at the same time. So parang something like that. I'm only willing to risk whatever the amount I'm willing to risk. With the mindset that it will be wipe off. But the strength, if magkaroon ng 100% gain, tatanggalin ko na. Okay? And let the magic begins. Okay, so Jay, anything to add?
Yeah, I think nasabi mo na lahat, Prof. Basta guys, Prof, pabalik sa starting capital. Please take a screenshot na lang, guys, for the starting capital and the starting lot size. No? So, for those na gusto, this is actually considered conservative moderate risk, no? 250 starting 10, 500, 0.15. This is already low moderate risk na to. However, if you want to choose the lowest possible risk, so sabihin na natin you have capital of 500 and you want to choose the lowest possible risk, you can indicate sa remarks you want to have a starting lot size of 0.10. That's very very low risk na yan, honestly. So if you want to go conservative, so please take a screenshot here. Yun, as mentioned kanina, if you have 1,000 but you don't want the 0.25, you want to try the 0.20 muna, and you want to increase it later on, you can do that. So this is your guide for the starting lot size. For those na gustong baguhin yung starting lot size. However, if walang nakalagay sa remarks, you choose 250, you choose 500, the default starting lot size is this one. Kung ano naka-present dito. Yun na yun. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, no way.
Also,
Well, the first
Prof, ano
hour
ba?
of reservation, we're already 50%, almost 50%
50%.
of
We will
our
be
the target
making
users.
siguro Telegram for users, Izanagi users lang talaga.
Hindi na, diretso na tayo para isang community lang. Nakakapagod, daming chat group eh.
Kasi pag
Oo.
kailangan mag-update for Izanagi, sabihin na natin, drawdown days, weeks. But sige lang. Let's see.
Yeah, okay lang yan. Okay lang. For me, one community, sa WIPH, may 3 akong GC. Sa Telegram, may 5 akong GC. So, magsisend ako dami, di ba? So, isa na lang. Okay na yan. Let's make it simple. Okay. Alright. Okay, so once you are ready reserve, once you're ready to reserve, please wait for further details na lang when to expect this installed. Let me also take a screenshot, please, on the timelines. This is only the reservation phase. We will not gonna run it until it reach 50 before August 9. So we will give you also a updates if we're gonna run it less than 50 soon. Okay, but the target date to run it is August 9 onwards. Okay, August 9 onwards. Yeah, all right. If I open a standard account, then put 500, that get credit. Meaning po ba 7? Yes. Definitely, Johanna Packet. If you open a standard account, put it for 500, you can get a credit of 250. Correct. As a credit for this one.
But
Good yan.
Ma'am Johanna, ano tayo ha? Micro.
Micro for Izanagi. If you're gonna use Izanagi as well. Okay, there's a question also here. Can I register under your in your link? Already funded in my account.
Gusto ipa-check ni Sir Geoff kung under na ba siya sa link.
Basta you already a EA user before, automatic na yan.
Okay.
If you're not an EA user, you need to use the link provided in the screen.
Provided. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go again. This is the portfolio of our EA portfolio.
Yes, guys.
Okay, coming from basic to expert. Izanagi for high-risk traders, long-term investors is Valkyrie, and future projects we can have together. But so far, we're gonna utilize everything and diversified our accounts and our money in Forex market and other markets as well. And this time, okay, again, sama natin ng konting dasal na sana maging successful to. Just like what happened in my account this month. Okay? Opo pala, kailangan micro, hindi swap. Yes, correct, Johanna. Make sure, I lose the link provided. I just want to make sure lang po. Yes, bali, mangyayari dyan, Joey o Geoff, once you registered your registration form, i-check namin. Then the admin,
we'll update
the admin will update you if it's under or not. Same with Valkyrie's processing. Alright, so it's 11:20. Napasarap ang usapan from Valkyrie now with Izanagi. Okay. Before we go and say goodbye, let's watch this last commercial for Izanagi. All right, so there you go. Ayan, Jay, anything last words before we said goodnight to everyone?
Yes, thank you all sa attention tsaka participation niyo. It made the discussion very lively.
Yeah, no, very, very lively talaga. All right, so ako din guys, again, I would like to say thank you for this participation, also your live active participation, and at the same time, let's build a healthy community together between Financial 101 and Wise Investors PH. Okay, let's learn and as we earn together in the future. So stay positive, and also may the markets be with us together. Sabi nga ni Sir Lloyd palagi, let's get rich together. Ginamit ko yung Sir Lloyd. Naka-simultaneous live ako ngayon. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Happy weekend, everyone. I'm gonna see you on Telegram.
Enjoy, guys.
Bye-bye,
Bye-bye.
and God bless. Have a nice day. Thank
God bless
you.
all.
If you want to learn more how to trade, so how to read charts, paano malaman ang rotation, you are invited to join our masterclass natin on YC versus PH. We will run an 8-week session coming from basics to advanced session and the techniques that we have personally developed and long-term investing principles behind.